you're going to lose. So the pressure is on Miami. And they're going back to Boston. Boston doesn't have a great home record in the last 2 years in the playoffs. They have done well on the road. But I think it should be an interesting encounter tonight. I don't know how people see it and how they want to call it, but Jason Tatum showed in the last game why I think he's a better basketball player than Jimmy Butler. He has more weapons. They're pretty much going to give you close to the same amount, and maybe Tatum slightly better, but I think when they're on both unsung, I think Jimmy Butler is more stoppable than Jason Tatum. That's just my view. But I think Jason Tatum has more ways to hurt you, and I think that came to fruition in the last encounter. So it's going to be a very, very interesting game tonight.
All right. What else we've got? Just to remind you of the numbers: 876-968-8117. And the text line, because we've restarted the text line again. It's 82809.
And if you also can send voice notes as well. I understand that Damari Gray is now a Jamaican citizen. He's just waiting on a passport.
He wasn't always a Jamaican citizen.
Not officially.
But he was playing for Jamaica.
No, we're talking about Damari.
Which other?
The one that plays for Everton. He's a very good player.
Which is the other Gray we play?
The other Gray is the one that plays forward.
What's his name again?
I don't even remember because I'm not rate him.
You know,
but his green. But this one is actually a pretty good player. Yeah, I have a lot of time for him. Very tricky, nippy. Does strike it from distance, and is a good player to have for the Jamaica.
All right, speaking about football, the national female under-20 team game against Canada
was washed out.
The final was washed out. I don't think CONCACAF has yet put out any new schedule. But speaking of cricket, the thing with Devon Thomas, I've been trying to get some more details about this whole thing, but people are very tight-lipped. The one thing that is coming out is somebody saying, if we notice how quiet the West Indies board has been on the matter. No support thrown, no. I mean, granted, you have to allow the investigations to take place. He still has 14 days to appeal. But usually in a case like this, or quite often in cases like these, the home board will come out and offer, well, it's still an allegation. We are presuming him innocent until he's found guilty. We'll give him all the support we can. Them kind of rhetoric there. None of that coming forward. And as somebody said to me yesterday, it's almost as if the West Indies board themselves, and then West Indies board then put out a statement yesterday that they are against all anti-corruption and that kind of thing. Almost as if, from the West Indies board perspective, they have already pronounced him guilty, as if they know something.
I saw the rules that they are saying he's breaching, and it's a lot.
Yes,
it's a lot,
and it's more than one place.
Yes, it's a lot, man.
And it's one thing to breach the rules of match fixing, but you have an obligation to report it.
Yeah.
If somebody come to you and say, "What want your XYZ regarding a match to alter the result,"
I will give you X.
You have an obligation, even if you don't take the money or take the gifts.
Yeah.
You have an obligation to go to the relevant authorities and say, boy,
immediately.
I was approached by so and so and so and so. Apparently, they are claiming that he failed to do that as well. All right, so who's going to be the early bird today? 876-968-8117. And don't wait until later on at the show, then you're going to start choke up and bake for time.
You sure the lines are working?
I'm not sure. Are the lines working?
Look if you're in the dial tone there, Astor High.
They are working.
Yeah, man. So the lines are working, people. 876-968-8117. That's 876-968-8117. Call through and let your voice be heard.
All right. So the callers seem to have temporarily gone on a sabbatical.
But tomorrow is the link-up final involving Cavalier.
And who is it?
Portmore United.
Yeah.
And Cavalier. Then after that, we'll have a game on Monday.
Yeah.
First leg.
Yeah.
How much do you think that will impact? You're talking to Ludlow Bernard the other night, and he was saying that he rotated his squad tremendously.
Right.
But I don't think Cavalier has that sort of deep squad in terms of experience. Players.
They don't?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, let's see how they are put. Nobody wants to lose a final. When you're in a final, it's difficult to rest your best players.
How much money do they get for winning the link?
I would have to check, but Link is a good sponsor. So it's someone that will come into the club. And you always want to have bragging rights. So I think they will go out hard. I don't know. I will see how much it. Who them playing in the semi-final again? Arnett Garden? No, Harbourview. Harbourview. Cavalier playing Harbourview. Arnett playing Mount Pleasant.
All right.
So Harbourview should be saying that we have a chance in this first leg when a team have a game, a tough game 48 hours before.
All right. So we're seeing where the calls are starting to come through. I just got a look earlier this morning at the players retained by Talibans.
Oh,
clearly no Ravman Powell. Interestingly, no Kennard Lewis either.
I saw Brooks.
Brooks is back.
They announced the captain yet? Who will be the new captain?
My understanding is that Brandon King will be given the job. Brandon King who gone, I think 2 scores of 0 in the test matches in the test in inverted commas down where are they? Down in Bangladesh. Which tells you that white ball cricket, although he has shown competence at the red ball level before, when the selector said play some red ball and let us see what you have. And then maybe unfortunately we haven't seen the dismissal, so we're not sure exactly what is what. Has fallen cheaply both times. So
2 completely different forms.
In
different skill set required.
All right, we have the first one now.
Yes, we do.
All right. Ruption.
Ruption, good afternoon.
Starts the ball roll.
Yeah, good afternoon, Zidane.
Yes, Ruption.
Good. Orville, I let me come right now. Good afternoon, Orville.
Yes, man.
Me have a bone to pick on you. When in the NBA, the game, the series between Denver and the Lakers.
Yes.
Me not mind what Zidane them are saying, but me not hear you. There's nobody. It come like Denver when does come to die.
Huh?
You the one to take up for Denver, And everybody just say, well, LeBron never do. What the Lakers should have do. There's no compliment for Denver. You should on the Denver side, Orville.
What did I say that, or what did I not say that you have an issue?
No, you're talking about LeBron James and Davis all the time with Zidane. Because Zidane have to do that because of Zidane team, I say. But you say you don't have a horse in the race. You should be on Denver. There's nobody defending Denver. Like Denver come to play.
Then when I said Denver is a better team, huh?
Yeah.
No,
I'm sure I said that.
Defend Denver, Orville. You're not defending them like everybody talk about the Lakers. That me talk about. So I think you would have defended Denver.
But
Denver do.
I'm not sure what you wanted me to say.
No,
I sound me not sure.
No, I'm saying everybody, if everybody call Orville, all them are demonstrated what the Lakers do, what LeBron never do.
What Lakers should have done, what they never do.
Yes and yes. So how about Denver? We sweep them. The better team win, and there's nobody giving them credit.
Well, maybe that is your job. So Denver deserves a lot of credit.
More credit than yes.
More credit than they are getting.
Yes. So what do you think?
I agree. They have been playing certainly against the Lakers. They were playing some great basketball. Can't go around that.
Yeah, all right. This question of more tell you now. Who should get the player of the year? De Bruyne or Haaland?
Haaland.
But so the bookmakers, I keep De Bruyne, they want to give him.
You mean Premier League player of the year?
Yes.
Must be Haaland, my boss.
No, man, I can't be.
He has had the greatest impact on the City team this year.
Could never be Kevin.
Could never be Kevin De Bruyne this year.
But listen, I don't know about the bookmakers, them, they want to give.
Really?
And I don't think so. Yes, and I don't think he deserves it.
Who says that he's the bookmaker's choice?
No, when you call it social media, when I go on social media, the English press, it's De Bruyne they talking about.
No, sir.
De Bruyne they should get it.
But I'm struggling to see that.
Yeah.
Record. It was a record-breaking season by Erling Haaland, didn't it, boss?
Yes.
Yes.
I get.
He did something that has never done before. The amount of goals he got for a 38-game season.
But watch, I get gonna come and say, in just that one sees the bride I do it over, over, and over, and over.
No, but you're talking about this season.
If Erling Haaland doesn't get it this year, it wouldn't be
a
fair.
farce.
It would
It
be
would
a
be farcical.
I think so too. I think so too. Yeah, I think so. You're right. Because there's no way.
And I'm prepared to bet a little money that no other choice can be made.
But as I talk about better little money, Zidane, for your class, it's supposed to full of magnum.
With who now?
Oh my God, Zidane. Say when Leicester City win the Premier League, it's only one guy winning. One guy went bet and win. You the only person that said Liverpool not automatically going to qualify.
Oh yes, man, and them attack me, man. Who are they? Where's Demo right from Facebook? Attack me. Say me mad when me say that. Omar Williams.
Omar Williams. I remember say Omar Williams tell you say City now go win.
City with no major title. I'm tell him say mad. Omar who me about 3 cases of Magnum. Omar Williams.
So yeah, man.
Yeah.
And City win the title without a sweat.
No man, why I wouldn't say that in the bus of sweat.
Robson, I'm looking at some odds now. I'm not sure who has put this up. But Haaland is going off at 6-1, which makes him the red hot favorite. And I think Kevin De Bruyne is at 14-1. Even Martin Odegaard.
There you go. I don't
6-1.
Yeah, I don't think he's even second.
So Boyaka Saka is going off at 9-1.
Yeah.
Kevin De Bruyne is 14-1. So Rashford 25-1. So on the bookmakers list that I'm looking at, Kevin De Bruyne is not even in the top 3.
Okay.
So maybe we're following different
the wrong
sources.
one.
Yeah.
All right. Last question. Shipping port. I my guru now. Here's the question I want to ask you. I want to know who are the GOAT of us as jockey around the world and who are the GOAT trainer. I think Bob is the GOAT in training, but I don't sure who is the GOAT in jockey. So shipping port, I'm depending on you to answer that question.
All right, let's hear how you respond, my boss. Big up.
Okay, all right, Zidane.
Cool option for starting the ball rolling today.
Good.
All right.
We'll take our first break. We're coming back.
Importers, submit proper invoices to customs to reduce delays in clearing shipments. Visit www.jacustoms.gov.jm for details. The temperature by the Jamaica Customs Agency is
32 degrees Celsius in New Kingston.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Make it easy for you get your money. So if you're happy, get a thing from your brother or mommy. Hey, it's a not Insta, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, check your phone, your money land. VMBS money transfer. CFA faster, easier. Sign up for VMBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, behind the line. Straight in your account, money reach long time. VMBS money transfer.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission JADCO needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jm. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
Want it, same red stripe, in another size, affordable price. Want it, same red stripe tall boss, affordable price. When we touch the street, that is the crew I beat. Red stripe tall boss, $250 fee. You see, red stripe tall boss, same red stripe in another size for an even more affordable price. Wallet for just $250 in your favorite community bar. 18 and older, drink and live responsibly.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we understand that there may be a little issue with the lines.
Yeah.
But
some lines.
Some it's coming through. for some, because now we have Evangelist.
Yeah.
So keep trying. All right, Evangelist, how are you doing, sir? Hello?
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I'm blessed and highly favored. God is good. Greetings.
Greetings to you, Evangelist.
All right. First, I started off with a complaint. Boy, I called last week. I never realized my credit plan was finished and I had a little credit. I was on the line for about 15 minutes. I was next in line and with the basketball specialist again. Not Pioneer. Who's the other gentleman again?
G-Star?
I mean, the so-called basketball specialist.
Ongoing debate with G-Star. 18 minutes. He told me like a credit and it ran out. The show really finished on me.
It was so long.
Like,
All right, sorry about that.
Yeah, man. It was just going and going, back and forth. Well, I tell you. Anyway, I have a credit a plan in place now, so I can hold and talk and just going through some things quickly here.
Yes.
Two in one. Condolences and congratulations. One wagonist in City, whoever supports that, yes, I know it's you, Orville. Because at 16 they are supposed, so you can't really lose.
Yes.
And then condolences to Mr. Arsenal, Zidane.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, got my condolences because all things were in place suggesting that this was Arsenal's season. But boy, I tell you, they took it back, they gave it back. I don't know how they lost from that position. 8 points up and looking good. And then they can't even win a match now to save their life because I believe they lost over the weekend again, 1-0.
Yes.
They're just on a downward spiral, similar to Chelsea, who is, I think, in 12th position.
No,
now.
nothing that Arsenal is doing is similar to Chelsea.
Say that again?
Nothing that Arsenal is doing is similar to Chelsea.
No, man. From the perspective of, no, Chelsea just can't win again. I think they lost
No, man.
7 out of 8.
Yeah, so don't
they've
do
lost.
that.
City, Arsenal is who said that all of it, did I?
Yes. Yeah, so don't compare.
No, man. I try.
Chelsea has been horrible, my boss.
I don't blame you, man.
Yes.
They've lost 2 out of the last 5 or 3 out of the last 5. Yes. So they are on a losing round as well.
Mm-hmm.
So while it's not as horrible, they are not winning either. True?
Yeah.
All right. So that can stand. Haaland versus De Bruyne. I don't even know how that could be a conversation in terms of who would be the player's player or the player of the year.
Yeah, and both. I think Haaland will supposed to cap both.
Easily. Yeah, man. He has changed the fortunes of City by miles. De Bruyne has been influential, but I think they're, in terms of their contribution, because it's not like De Bruyne provided all the goals, plus he scored a bag of goals himself. This man has just, and he has also had several assists, because I'm sure if we check the stats, Haaland has assists in addition to his several goals.
Yeah.
So he's not a selfish player, you know.
No, man, I think he's a little bit better than we give him credit for when he's not scoring, you know.
There you go. His off the ball movements is very good. But yeah, man.
And when he does have his back to goal and knock it off you and then run into position,
there you go. You can hold
pretty good
the
at
ball.
it. There you go.
There you
Good
go.
at maintaining possession. Hard to take the ball off him.
Similar to a Lukaku when he was in his prime, bullying defenders and holding up the ball for the midfield to come and support. Yeah, man. But this man is more clinical in front of goal. Let me look back on my list here now. Zidane said something earlier, and it's one of the strongest statements I've heard you make for a long time. Because oftentimes when debates are up, it is, both your arms will come off like once you've said it, that's it. This is in stone, and our opinion is the cement, concrete, and everything. You made a statement and you followed it by saying, "Oh, but that's just my opinion." And that's one of the best statements I've ever heard you make. So you're saying, I'm open for correction, or can I stand corrected? That's what
it depends on what it was. Which one it was?
Yeah.
What was I talking about?
Yeah, man. No, but for me, that for me said a lot. Because oftentimes you two, when you want to make some statement, you know, Orville make a statement one time, you see?
Yes.
And it came across. I'm trying to remember the exact thing, but I don't want.
I'm very keen to hear what that is as well.
Yeah, I don't want to misquote you, so I'm going to dig it up and come back. But I think, I remember, it's not a statement, but the approach to it. You were defending a point, and somebody else was defending it. And you said, if I were opposing this is how I would have approached it. What it said to me at the time, when you hold a point, right or wrong, you'll find sufficient. And if it was the other side that you have, you would also find sufficient arguments and evidence to support the other side as well.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
No, but based on how it comes across sometimes, it's like this side is this side. If you are defending this side of the argument, that's it. But when you spoke on the day, based on how your defense came across, you're saying to the person that.
But I believe that there are certain arguments, Evangelist, where all the good arguments or most of the good arguments are on one side. There are some arguments where you're given an argument, for example, between Pele and Maradona or Tendulkar and Lara. Them kind of thing they are good arguments either way.
Yes.
But there are some arguments that you don't see how rational minds can reason and decide that them choose.
I think there was a German you versus some international one time in terms of it was you versus Pele. What was that argument?
No, I'm saying that German Hugh is among, I don't remember the number, I would say 15, 20 best passes of the ball that I've ever seen.
Yeah.
And people had an issue with it.
It's okay to talk. I've been in the stadium and watched German Hugh pass. And some football that he has played, he has had me in awe. I'm not going to go back on that. He's a player that really plays back passes.
Yeah.
Most of his passes for me are good. I don't know if he's needed some ball, some defense splitting passes, his vision.
Indeed.
So I would argue on that side, among the best 15 players I've seen, the passers of the ball. So I wouldn't go far from that. But let me just wrap up as we want to give someone else another chance.
Right.
At the start of the season, I remember you making that point that Zidane, that Liverpool is not a shoe-in.
Yeah,
win the title.
It was I, man. And I was attacked by the Liverpool supporters, remember?
Yeah, because the form that they were coming off, they were saying like, what Orville? That is a must.
We ahead of them in terms of analysis, my boss. They need to understand that,
Yes.
In terms of analysis and prediction, we ahead of them, man.
Yeah, you need to know. Yes,
they need to know that.
Yeah, man.
Cool.
That's my 2 cents today, and I've been trying for several days, but boy, sometimes I'm holding gray hair come up. I'm holding like an eternity.
All right.
Glad to get through.
Good that you the program, gentlemen. Keep up the good work. Bless you.
Good that you got through. All right, so that's the evangelist. And we'll move from the evangelist to the bull. Bull, what's up?
Big up, man, them.
Yes.
When we are first, just better come catch me,
No, man, not today.
All right. So, few things I want to talk about, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I saw a post on social media. It says 3 things, yeah? 1, who was a more impressive season? A 29-goal season from Hurricane and Spurs. A 20-goal season from Ivan Toney. Or Alan at 37, I think he's at. So I went and I looked at some things. And somebody told me that, listen, Alan is very wasteful. I mean, I said, what this man I say? This better than lethal. So I went and checked the big chances missed. Guess who leads the Premier League in big chances missed?
Erling Haaland.
Erling Haaland. And it's not a little bit of chance. A big chance is something you have to score. We are likely to score.
Yes, that's what they call
and
big chance.
He said that, and then I went and I watched he said that before the Brighton game. So Haaland missed 3 6 another game there. To add to his 35 missed chances before that game.
Interesting. So you're pretty much saying if Hurricane was in the City team.
If Hurricane was in the City team, Hurricane gone 45.
So you're saying what Zidane Matthews said 3 months ago, that as good as Haaland is, the main reason why we're going to break all records is more about the Pep Guardiola system than Haaland ability.
Hey,
why you can't come right round to me, man? Did
I oppose you?
No, you did not.
Okay.
But a lot of other people did.
When other people call you, talk about that.
You remember when I said that, Orville? Say, as good as Haaland is.
I remember.
Pep Guardiola system will make him break all records because they just create chance after chance after chance.
No, but when you look at it, for a centre forward to miss 38 chances, big chances, in a season, and still can score 36 goals, that speaks volume.
38 chances in 38 games, give or take.
Big chances.
So he was missing 1 goal a game, but he was scoring 1 goal a game as well.
But you have to look at the amount of chances created for him.
No,
more than half the chances created for him.
No. You say he missed 38 chances for the season. 38 big chances.
Mm-hmm. And he scored 38 goals.
Which means that on average he was missing 1 chance per game, but he was also scoring 1 goal per game as well. I'll take that. Yeah.
You know who I would take?
Who?
The forward who scored. Hurricane score what? 25 and missed 12. So it tells me that if Hurricane was in the city team, that's what I am working on. People can come against it, that's fine. If Hurricane was in that city team, based on his conversion rate, have big chances now. And I make it clear. Big chances. Hurricane would have gone 40 in the Premier League.
Well, what a big if a lot of the chances, a lot of the goals that Haaland scored.
Mm-hmm. Can you tell me a goal that Haaland scored, Hurricane would not score?
No, man, but
I don't have the ability to score.
No.
I can
it's very simplistic to look at it. You have to give him credit for his movement.
Yeah, Haaland can argue that one of the things I do very well is to get myself into
the right position.
Okay, Haaland has scored 30 or 37, 36 is in the box. Out of Hurricanes 29, 25 is in the box.
Interesting.
So it tells me that if we're talking about movement inside the box, and bear in mind, one place for Spurs.
Remember Pep Guardiola wanted Hurricane last season, you know. But it didn't work out.
I'm wondering where you're going with this, though. But are you trying to say that Hurricane was a more impressive striker this year?
What I try to say?
Go on.
I am saying Hurricane numbers in terms of statistics. In terms of big chances scored and all of those. And
no, man, you're hedge, man. Come out and say it.
I am telling you what I'm saying, and you're cutting.
No. But you're telling about Hurricane's numbers. Tell me about Hurricane versus Erling Haaland. Who do you think was the more impressive striker?
I firmly believe that in terms of impressive numbers, Hurricane has had more impressive numbers than Erling Haaland.
He has had a more. Why are you sticking in the word numbers?
Because I'm arguing the numbers.
All right. Make that case without using the word numbers.
You can't tell me how to argue my case.
No, I'm asking. Okay, let me ask that. Would you make the same argument without using the word numbers? Would you make the argument that Hurricane has had a more impressive season than Haaland?
The argument based on the numbers.
So you could argue then that Hurricane had a more impressive season than Haaland.
Based on the numbers.
No, all the numbers would be a backup to your hypothesis, Mr.
Based on the numbers.
This is very interesting, Bull.
So, based on what you're saying,
based on the numbers.
Lord, you said 7 times. You want to say 3 more times? So we just make a round number out of it.
I have enough sense to
no, and I'm saying
you want to create something for me, and I'm telling you what I am saying.
Would you say that Hurricane was more impressive than Erling Haaland this year?
Based on the numbers.
Big up yourself, Bull.
Bull, we got.
We're leaving it there. Interesting call. We'll take a break. We're coming back.
Your home is your castle. Fill your house with exceptional home decor from Carmen's Collection. Visit our showroom at 112 Constant Spring Road, Mondays to Saturdays, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. The time, courtesy of Carmen's Collection, is 1:30.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Any Bet, and Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
All right, in Sports in a Minute, Aaron Slot says he wants to stay as Feyenoord manager, ruling himself out of contention for the Tottenham job. And the 44-year-old Dutchman had been heavily linked with a move to Spurs after Antonio Conte's sacking in March. Slot, who led Feyenoord to the 2022-23 Eredivisie title, held talks with the Rotterdam-based club on Wednesday about a potential extension to his contract. That is Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen, Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly at Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
Tracy, who you go give on now? You're too fast. Hey, me I got your text now for buy up my sugar bun, wine slice, bulla, coffee strip, and marble cake, plus some raisin bread, banana cake, and the best rock cake for the pitney them. Me can get some? No, go buy your own. Hey.
Jotex Bakery. Visit 20 Gold Street, Kingston, or call 922-5768. Open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Delivery island-wide. Jotex Bakery. So nice, so right.
Conditions apply.
Turn your passion into winnings with JustBet. Watch your favorite international leagues and tournaments and get in the game with JustBet. We have the best odds on over 100 sports: football, basketball, boxing, rugby, motorsports, even virtual matches. Register on the JustBet mobile platform, mobile.justbetja.com, or visit one of our over 100 JustBet locations island-wide. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and win big with JustBet.
It's now time for Just Bet Winner's Edge, where we take a look at some of the top sporting events and betting odds on the Just Bet sports betting program and show you how to bet and win big with Just Bet. Sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game. From Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion. All right, then time for Just Bet, and Jesse Blake is standing by. Hi, Jesse.
Good afternoon, Mr. Higgins. How are you?
Boy, I'm there, man. I can't ball at all.
Yeah, man, a lot to smile about.
Life is good, man.
Life is definitely good for you. I can tell you that.
You know what I mean.
Your teams seem to be flying high.
Indeed.
Yeah?
Indeed.
Yeah, man. Looking good for you, sir. Congrats. Well, and continued success with your teams, eh?
Indeed. All right, so we go to the games that we're looking at, and we start with Dortmund taking on Mainz.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to us about that over there in Germany.
Yep, your first attempt was the right one. Mainz is how it's pronounced. This game takes place Saturday morning, 8:30 Jamaica time. League leaders at this point. Wow, Borussia Dortmund having a whale of a campaign right now. They need a win to deny Bayern Munich an 11th successive Bundesliga success, which is quite a feat when you think about it in itself. Dortmund hasn't featured in a 0-0 draw in some 122 games, a run stretching back to October 2019. Meanwhile, mid-table team Mainz appear to already be either on the beach somewhere in Germany or in Cancun. They seem to pack it in for this campaign. They are suffering from 4 successive defeats in their last 4 games. That has damaged their hopes for qualification for European football competition. Now, Dortmund, they've won their last 4 against Mainz and can steal a 9th German championship with these 3 points. And what do you know? Borussia Dortmund at home is favored to win heavily according to the Just Bet final result bet option. Dortmund coming at $1.16, Mainz for the upset at all of $12, and the draw attracts odds of $8. Now, listeners, the final result bet option, that the odds that we just showcased are under the final result bet option, and the final result bet option simply showcases odds on each team to win and odds on the draw. It's a simple, straight-up, basic option. Now, that's one of a plethora of betting options that we have available for you at Just Bet. What do you know? You can pop over to justbetja.com or a Just Bet location near you to take advantage of the many betting options that we have available. Thousands of betting odds are available, including for football, the Just Bet correct score betting that allows you to maximize on your winning potential. How it works: can you predict the score of a game and that's the correct score at the end of regulation and stoppage time? Well, it can be very lucrative for you. You can place a bet on any correct score you can dream up. Some of the bets you can place include if Dortmund wins 3-1, a $500 bet pays $5,000 in winnings. Dortmund 4-1 pays $6,000 in winnings with a $500 bet. And if it's Dortmund in a 6-goal thriller winning by 4-2, that pays $13,000 in winnings with a $500 bet. Now, what about mine? Correct score bets include if they win 2-1, $20,500 on offer with a $500 bet. Mine's by a goal to nil would pay all of $30,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Needless to say, if they win by that Bob Marley 1-0, and you put $1,000 on that, that's $61,000. And do remember, you can bet on a draw as well as a correct score bet. If this game peters out to a 2-all draw, it pays all of $13,000 in winnings with a $500 bet. Dortmund at home, I believe they're too fired up to make this one slip through. They want all 3 points, and I think they're going to get them handily. Dortmund, 4-1, $6,000 an offer with a $500 bet. Dortmund, the heavy favorite at $1.16, straight up.
It's hard to go against Dortmund. I agree with you. 4-1, I was kind of bordering on that, but I'll be a little bit more conservative. I'm going with Dortmund 3 and mine's 1.
All right, not a problem. That would pay $5,000 even with a $500 bet.
All right, and then we have Cologne to face Bayern Munich. I suppose that's only one way the bookies can go with this one. Interesting to hear what your thoughts are.
Yeah, and the thing is as well, Orville, that this game is also going to be taking place at 8:30 on Saturday morning. So you're going to be looking at the deciding games in the German Bundesliga on Saturday morning. Of course, the reverse fixture for these two teams ended in a 1-all draw. Cologne has the most drawn results in the Bundesliga. Meanwhile, Bayern Munich, they've conceded 9 penalties this season. That is a record that they don't really want. However, Bayern Munich, the perennial champions, they've won their last 8 trips to Cologne and can clinch a victory on the final day of the season. Can you imagine if Mainz upsets Dortmund and Bayern Munich wins? Well, according to the Just Bet final result bet option, Bayern Munich is favored to take all 3 points from this matchup. They attract odds of $1.33. Cologne come in $7 even, and the draw attracts odds of $5.75. Now, do remember that the correct score betting really gives you the biggest bang for your betting buck, and that's what we all want. Now, correct score bets that you can place on this game include, if it's Bayern Munich, by make it 3-1, a $500 bet pays $5,000 in winnings. Bayern 3-0 pays marginally better, $5,500 on offer with a $500 bet. And if it's Bayern 4-1, $7,000 even with a $500 bet. Now for Cologne, correct score bets include if they win by 2-1, a $500 bet pays $10,500 in winnings. Cologne 1-0 would pay a cool $18,000 in winnings with a $500 bet. And if it's Cologne by the upset special, 2-0, that correct score pays $30,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Bayern Munich on the road in this one, taking on a Cologne team that's in a world of hurt at the moment, but they do play tough. You remember they are the team with the most drawn results in the German Bundesliga. With that said, I'm going to be taking Bayern Munich to win by 2-1. $4,500 on offer with a $500 bet, and taking Bayern Munich to win $1.33 in a close game, straight up.
Well, I had Dortmund to beat Mainz by 3-1, and I figure that I'll keep that same script going. Bayern 3-1 over Cologne as well.
Very interesting. I think that's rather liberal for you, sir. Bayern Munich 3-1 would pay $5,000 even with a $500 bet.
All right, and then it's Inter Milan versus Atalanta. How will that one pan out?
Yeah, man, this one takes place also on Saturday, 1:45 in the afternoon, folks. Here's a great opportunity to combine your final result bets on one ticket. These games happening pretty much within 4 or 5 hours of each other. Of course, the final result bet odds would be added together, then multiplied by your betting dollar. So if you don't want to go the correct score betting route, combining your final result bet odds on one ticket allows you to make the winnings nice and sweet with us at Just Bet all the same. Let's get into this one. Inter Milan, they have a nervous final few weeks of competition. Of course, Simone Inzaghi's Inter Milan preparing for Orville Higgins' Manchester City in the Champions League final on June 10. One more win for Inter will ensure that top four finish and the Champions League place for next season. Here it is that despite Atalanta's form not being particularly poor, they are looking like underdogs in this one. Are Atalanta. They had a shot to play in Europe recently, but it looks like they will fall out of the top four. Atalanta is the underdog in this matchup at $4 even straight up. Inter Milan come in at $1.83 as the favorite. They're at home at San Siro, and the draw attracts odds of $3.75. Correct score bets you can place on this game include, if it is that Inter wins 2-1, a $500 bet pays $4,250 in winnings. Inter 2-0, $4,500 in winnings is a $500 bet. And if it's Inter Milan beating Atalanta by 3-1, a $500 bet would pay $7,000 in winnings. Now for Atalanta, correct score bets include if they win 2-1, a $500 bet pays $6,500 in winnings. Atalanta 2-0, $13,000 on a whole with a $500 bet. A one-out draw in this game pays $3,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Inter, I'm sure they want to use this one as Champions League prep. I'm going to be taking, though, a one-out draw in this game. $3,500 on offer with a $500 bet, and taking the draw at odds of make it at odds of $3.75 straight up.
I'm going with Atalanta to win 2-1.
Wow, you're going for the upset. All right.
Yeah.
Atalanta by 2-1 would pay $6,500 in winnings with a $500 bet.
Yeah, and that final one, I feel like just taking a flutter on what's not the expected thing to happen. We'll see how that one turns out. But it's all yours until the break, my good man.
Thank you so much. And yeah, folks, of course, the LA Lakers dumped out in embarrassing style in the Western Conference Finals. Of course, Denver will have at least 9 days of rest. But the game number 5 in the Eastern Conference Final comes up tonight, 7:30 local time. The money line, which is the straight up bet, has Boston winning at $1.28, the Miami Heat at $3.60. When you head to justbetja.com, you can bet on the money line. You can bet on a spread for each team. You can bet on a line of points for a total line of points for the game. You can bet on which team will win, how much they'll win by. That's a winning margin bet. You can bet on the point range. Yeah. There's a point range in terms of how many points both teams will combine to score. For example, between 211 and 220 points combined, that pays at odds of $3.30. More bets available on the NBA. And of course, get ready for the extra special bets that we'll have for the NBA Finals. All that and more when you visit justbetja.com or just bet location near you. Always a pleasure catching up with the team and the winner's edge here on Omega Radio. Orville, to you, your team, and the listeners, stay safe, enjoy the games, have a great weekend, and catch you next week.
All right, sir, just big up yourself and take care of yourself over the weekend as well.
Just Bet!
That was the Just Bet Winner's Edge, sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion. For more information, visit justbetja.com.
B-Mall Auto Limited, your auto parts store of choice. Your satisfaction is our priority. Visit our stores at 24 Connedola Road, Mandeville, 114C Agley Park Road, Kingston, 16 Main Street, Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. Contact them at 618-27 81. The time by B-Mall Auto is 1:45.
Give a little something. US $1 JD 150 every time you receive a remittance from Lasco Money Transfer to sponsor a social project selected by the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Say, I want to donate $1 to the cashier. Donations accepted at these locations: 38.5 Red Hills Road, Kingston 10, 15 Chandos Place, Poppin Square, Kingston 10, and Shop 203 Bayway Shopping Center, 3 St. James Street, Montego Bay.
Tonight is the day to push past my limits. Escape my comfort zone. I won't live within it. Plenty energy for my mind and body. Be all I can be. The surgeon of me. I won't give up. No, I never stop. Boost me up with something. Boost me up. Boost me up.
One glass of Suppligent has 8 vitamins and minerals and is power-packed with protein to maintain healthy muscle mass. The day is yours. Suppligent boosts you up.
BMO Auto Limited is having an end-of-month special on tires and windshields from May 24 to June 5. Free installation with every purchase. BMO Auto for new and used parts. Visit any of our locations in Kingston, Mandeville, and Santa Cruz. Call 876-618-2781. It's a massive tire and windshield special only at BMO Auto. BMO Auto, celebrating 20 years.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right. Before we go any further, I want to take a minute or less than a minute to big up some of the new sponsors that we're hearing coming on the program. I'm going to get a list and read out some of them because there's an old saying in the country: don't listen to the noise of the market, watch the sale. Literally, that's what the expression is. Don't listen to the noise of the market, listen to the sale. You want to know if a program is successful in radio, certainly where it matters most, listen to the commercial load. Big up to the Sports Desk and big up to all of the companies who put them money where them beliefs are. I'll leave it there.
Yes, indeed.
All right, CC.
Zidane, there's a data been tracking since 2011, right? In terms of the player who have missed the most big chances in Premier League history. So, would you have a guess at which striker that is?
No.
If you're saying top 3 strikers Premier League all time, who would you say is your top 3?
Henry,
Aguero,
Shearer.
All right.
Aguero,
don't go any further. The striker that missed the most big chances is who? Aguero. Over that period of time, from 2010 to 2011. What is Aguero's?
2010 to 2011, just for that year?
No, man.
No, he's saying they started to check from 2010, 2011.
Till now.
Till now.
And Aguero has missed more chance than anybody else.
More big chances than any other striker in that period. Inclusive of Harry Kane and those other guys. You know where Jamie Vardy falls? I don't want to bring back that topic still. Jamie Vardy is number 8. Harry Kane is further up on the list. So it comes back full circle to say, if Jamie Vardy was playing in a system like Harry Kane with better teammates around him, he probably would have scored more goals.
Jamie Vardy has converted more big chances than Harry Kane.
I'm saying Jamie Vardy has missed less big chances than Harry Kane.
What does Jamie Vardy do when he get big chances?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, if Harry Kane missed more big chances,
then ask him some more. You say that way there. So Jamie Vardy converts more big chances than Harry Kane. And he also has a better shot conversion rate than Harry Kane.
Than Harry Kane. So that's what I'm saying.
So we never hear. Hold on. So we never hear you say that in the debate.
I said it is because it's just over everything that everybody has said. They now take into consideration when I was saying it. I said it, man. It is not by far, you know. It's not by far. It's probably 0.1 or so. I said it.
Okay.
If I would have said it, one of them, yeah, man, it's not by far. But I'm saying that he has a slight edge.
I respect the conversion rate of big chances in it because when you create something magnificent for your striker, you want your striker to convert those chances because it's not easy to create easy chances.
But look at it like this. It's not easy to create, but then again, is a system of play and the coach that you have. So it depends on the coach and the system that the coach deploys. So I was saying that I was making the statement to say, even though Jamie Vardy, in James Vardy's system, based on how them create the opportunities, as it's same like if you look at Hurricane in Spurs, but Hurricane has better teammates around him. That's why I say if a man ever say, oh, if you plug Hurricane in a Manchester City, that simply means that I could utilize if you plug Vardy in a Spurs. What do you think, Orville, in terms of that? If you have a plug, take Hurricane and put him in a better team that creates more chances versus taking Jamie Vardy from his team and put him into a team like Hurricane. Remember, based on the striker that you have in Zidane, that's all you design in terms of you have to create opportunities. Remember that Pep Guardiola, when Erling Haaland...
Somebody's saying Kane's big chance conversion rate is 53% and Vardy is 40. So you're not accurate.
Listen, as I said before, everybody can always come and say, me make up stats or anything.
This is from 2011. When did Hurricane come in the league?
He will not come into the league after that. He will not come into the league after that.
They will be in the blanket. What I'm saying is this. I am saying to you that
we will double check that, CC.
Yeah,
because I was very surprised.
But here's the other thing, though. Big chances. Is it a subjective call? What a big chance is? What a big chance
is. That's subjective.
I was saying that big chances to me is an overrated stat sometimes because look at
man.
I'm gonna show you why is it that. Arsenal, I remember one season Arsenal created probably the most big chances. You know who those chances fell to?
Who?
None forward.
So why are you saying big chances are overrated? If you create a clear opening, man, no good something that, bro.
Yeah, but I'm saying that it depends on who you're creating it for. So
no, we're talking about the big strikers. You want to get good chances for your big striker. You want them to put them in the back.
Yes, which is a different thing. But I'm saying overall, looking at that as a blanket stat.
What's the definition for a big chance? One-on-one with the keeper.
What you're likely to score. That is likely to score.
Likely to score, but you probably did not shoot or take the chance.
And the point I'm making is that what I'm likely to score or should score is a subjective exercise.
For example, a penalty.
In other words, you might think I should. In other words, it's a matter of degrees, whether that is a big chance or not. You might find 10 pundits not all agreeing that that was a big chance. It's not cut and dry.
It's the clear-cut ones, man. It's the very clear-cut ones they call big chances. Because they have chances and they have big chances, so they make it.
The big chance are the one where obvious.
Yeah, man. With obvious, I say everybody thinking should have scored.
All right.
But what I'm saying is, it as I say, it comes down to the system where a lot of players are paid. All right, if you're a striker scoring at a goal a game, and you're winning majority of your games, as you would have said, you cannot expect for a striker to score 2 goals per game in this era. It's impossible. It's improbable. Not impossible, but the probability of that happening is not likely. This guy has been scoring a goal per game in Dortmund, in Germany, and came into England and scored a goal per game.
Okay.
He scored a goal per game in Germany. He scored a goal per game in England. Earlier in his career, he never did score a goal per game, but he was 16, 17 years old. So he never expect that. Once he became developed, and he's not fully developed yet, but once he became more developed in his craft, he was scoring a goal per game when healthy. So for me, if Erling Haaland was not scoring a goal per game, and he missed so much big chances, then we could have looked on it and say, oh, John was star. But at the end of the day, he's scoring a goal per game. Yes, he's missing big chances. That means he can improve. You're comparing a striker like Hurricane, who is at peak. Hurricane early on in his career missed 18, 19 big chances. Even though this guy's missing more, because he's he's with a better coach. Pep Guardiola, a lot of people have him as the best coach. And Pep Guardiola teams, all they are coached. Hurricane has played for Jose Mourinho, has played for Antonio Conte, has played in systems that has not been necessarily beneficial to him as a striker. You understand the message, Zidane? So when you look at Erling Haaland, who have played in systems that are more...
I hear you, but I'm not quite sure what your thesis statement is. What is it that you're arguing for?
What I'm arguing is this.
Give me one definitive statement before we run.
Definitive statement is that Erling Haaland's season, in terms of his round numbers, even with the big chances missed, is more impressive than Harry Kane. It's because we don't know if Harry Kane come in the system, he would have scored that amount of goals. Harry Kane has played in the league for 10 years.
Are you and Bull saying completely different things?
Different things. The definitive thing is this, Orville.
Yeah.
The guy came into English Premier League his first season. This means that he's coming from a different.
No, man, but fine. But you're saying that.
I'm telling you, it's a Norwegian player.
No, man, I want. Lord of His mercy. We're coming up to the break, and I want to know what exactly I say. Are you saying Haaland is the most? Despite the numbers, Haaland was the most impressive goal scorer in England?
Impressive goal scorer in English Premier League, based on the fact that he has no time to acclimatize and he has instant impact in the league. The acclimatization probably be the reason why the man missed so many opportunities, but he has scored so many goals in his first ever season in England. Harry Kane never takes so Harry Kane is in the league 10 years now. So if Harry Kane scores 25 goals, he's used to the league. So it's a different ball game. It's a total different thing. When Harry Kane just started playing in
which of the two has more impressive numbers?
In this season?
Yeah.
Erling Haaland.
Because I hear Bull saying Harry Kane.
But that's why I'm saying to you that Harry Kane has played in the league for 10 years. So it is expected.
You're just giving the reason why Harry Kane was more impressive in terms of the statistics.
No, I'm saying that it is expected. Harry Kane is expected to score 20 to 25 goals. Erling Haaland coming into the league, a man with a bet. Right now, a man bet too. Say Haaland never did go score 40 goals. You know why people bet that?
I think if Harry Kane was playing for City, he would have scored high 30s as well. I think so.
Harry Kane scored high 30s playing for City. Harry Kane would have played 10 years in the league. So it would have not been impressive as a man just coming in the league.
No, I think prime Harry Kane would have scored high 30s in the City system.
Yeah, but Mr. Zidane, a man just coming in the Premier League and scored 30 goals. Broke your record one season. You're in the league 10 years and you score 25 goals. Which one is more impressive?
All right, that should make for an interesting conversation. Believe it, there's some of us.
All right, CC.
First hour, come and gone. We'll be back in a little while.
Get customized aluminum windows and doors at Hepburn's Glass Supplies, 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. 10 years of experience guarantees satisfaction. Call or WhatsApp 876-773-4799. The time, courtesy of Hepburn's Glass Supplies, is 2 p.m.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
Protection measures for persons who are in or have recently visited areas where COVID-19 is spreading. Stay at home if you begin to feel unwell, even with mild symptoms such as headache and slight runny nose until you recover. Avoiding contact with others and visits to medical facilities will allow these facilities to operate more effectively and help protect you and others from possible COVID-19 and other viruses. If you develop fever, cough, and difficulty breathing, seek medical advice promptly, as this may be due to a respiratory infection or other serious condition. Call in advance and tell your provider of any recent travel or contact with travelers. Why? Calling in advance will allow your healthcare provider to quickly direct you to the right health facility. This will also help to prevent possible spread of COVID-19 and other viruses.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. Time for music, brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. And this one is from Romain Virgo and Kevin Downswell, Carry Me.
When the road is long and heavy, when it's dark and I can't see clearly, I will lift mine eyes to the hills from whence my help cometh. My help it comes from you. Lead me, where I never been before, place I never seen before. When I come to the end of myself, Father, carry me. Father, carry me. When I come to the end of myself, Father, carry me. Father, carry me. My brother Romain, when the road is long and heavy, when it's dark and I can't see clearly, I will lift my eyes to the hills from whence my help cometh. My help comes from you. Lead me, where I've never been before, a place I never seen before. When I come to the end of myself, Father, carry me. Father, carry me. When I come to the end of myself, Father, carry me. Father, carry me. From the Lord, one who made heaven and earth, you're mighty. Yes, just come back and me, I got. Yeah. One thing that I desire of you, that I may dwell here with you forever and ever. I'm chasing no other. Hey.
All right, that was Kevin Downswell, Father Carry Me, brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color.
All right, so we move on. We have Alric up. Hi, Alric. Hello? Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Wagwan.
I know me. Get on to it.
Mm.
Yeah, man. So, I want to talk about the Evan Thomas predicament to find himself in.
Yes.
I can't understand how people don't learn from other people's mistakes.
My God, man.
Because the man have 7 charges, 7 counts, have to answer to.
Yeah.
And he's coming from 3 different leagues. The Langton Premier League, the Abu Dhabi T10 League, and the CPL.
Yeah.
And I say, in contrary with 6 matches, I must understand again. Marlon got caught in a similar situation as a West Indian. We will see a match 16 kind of thing. And
That's ongoing. The Marlon. He's supposed to still answer some, even though retired.
Yeah, I think the fact that he's retired is, I don't know what level of interest there can be in something like that.
Yeah,
because the punishment for match fixing is to take you out of cricket.
Yeah.
Now, for a man who's already out of cricket, what more can you do?
That's the thing. So, as a cricketer and a sportsman, you have no control over people approaching you to fix match or matches. But the thing is, as a professional cricketer, you know the rules. If a man approach you, you need to report the thing.
Yep.
And that is what he has failed to do. And that's why I'm in a problem.
Well, that's the allegation at any rate.
Yeah, that's the allegation.
Right.
And the fact that the three different leagues, they've also given the anti-corruption unit the authority to investigate. So that is why the West Indies board not really saying anything, because they are allowing the people to do their investigation. Then we put out a statement saying that they are against corruption in cricket.
Yeah.
So they are allowing the authority to do the investigation, but it's not looking pretty for Evan Thomas at all. The fact that he's 33.
Yep.
If he's found guilty of these charges, that's basically the end of it.
True.
And I can understand these people who are making millions, because he has been playing in the Lankan Premier League, the TPL, Abu Dhabi T10 League, and I'm sure he has played in other leagues around the world. So, I don't know. Come down to, again, if it is true, and I know that if it is true, just come down to greedy, man.
Boy, greed and a little bit of
naivety.
I would say silliness. Stupidity is the word. That's
yeah,
the
man.
word I'm looking.
Yeah, so what was Bull saying about the Erling Haaland thing now? And Mayor PC earlier. What was Bull saying about?
Bull was saying that despite Erling Haaland scoring more goals than, for example, Kane, he got more chances, more big chances than Kane. And he converted less of them than Harry Kane. So he's saying Harry Kane
based on the numbers.
Based on the numbers.
So did he give Harry Kane's chances that he missed big chances?
Yeah, man, he gave the numbers, man.
Okay.
Yes. So he's saying that Haaland missed like 30 big chances.
Well, me check the Premier League site with the stats and all of that a while ago before I come on. And it's saying that Haaland has missed 28 big chances, not 30, 28 in this season. This is them first season.
How much for Kane?
12 for Kane. 12 big chances missed for Kane.
No, maybe I mean him correctly, because I 12 himself.
Okay, maybe I use it,
yeah. Maybe I'm here 28 into that.
Yeah, so what this is saying, and this is what I've been saying, and what you have been saying, Zidane, comes down to the number of chances that City creates as a team.
Man, the
because
system.
for a man like Haaland, who scored 36, he has played 35 games in the Premier League this season. He has scored 30 and he has missed 28. So if you were to factor in all of those 28 that he has missed, that would have been 64 goals for the season.
Listen, boss, we know how great Messi is, and the record goals in a calendar year, more than half of them came in the Pep Guardiola system at Barcelona. The man just know how to dominate the boss and create openings against his opposing team.
And is that the Haaland missed big chances? Other players missed big chances?
Yes.
They just shows creative a team.
Yes.
Pep had. So the point that TC was making earlier about putting Vardy in Tottenham, and it just points to the fact that these strikers are clinical.
Yeah, but I can't verify CC numbers that you.
Yeah, I can't verify his numbers. But I'm saying, fouls are going to miss big chances. That's the nature of the game. Keepers are going to make big saves even in a one-on-one situation. The fouls are going to miss big chances. So it just goes to show that City is an awesome team all around.
Yes.
And it just shows you how many goals Haaland could have scored in the Premier League. And he has broken the record in the third.
He missed some, in the first game against Arsenal. He missed some sit-up for my boss. He missed some big sit-up inside the 18-yard box and kick it straight for the keeper.
He's on the game yesterday against Brian.
Yeah.
He missed at least clear head up. And all he needed to do was to get standard,
Yeah.
to buck it down, and that would be a sure goal. So I don't one of those things, but he has done exceptionally well, and he has to be the player of the season.
Definitely.
For a man in his first season, he has broken the number of goals in a single season, a 38-game season.
Mm-hmm.
What more can I ask of him?
Yeah, man. Record breaking, man.
Yes, man, he has to be the player of the season. And so,
Yes.
more, me leave it here, so.
All right, Alric.
All right,
Yeah,
Alric.
cool.
Cool. All right, so now we have special one.
Yeah. Harville, what one?
What's up, special one?
I'm there, man. This is what one.
I'm here, special.
All right. Now touch a few things. All right. First of all, I want to touch the Holland thing. All right. I remember when the accident came up in Zidane, because I was one of them who was and giving the pep system over
Yes.
food us, and some people come down for you and say,
Yes.
But let me tell you something today. All right. First of all, what Erling Haaland has done, remarkable. Great achievement. So I'm not trying to downplay that because the man coming in first season, and no matter what you want to say, he has done a remarkable achievement. So
yes.
We get that. But look here. On the Pep Guardiola system, I think that, and I was listening to and that brother I listen to often time or not, because I think it makes sense most of the time.
Yeah.
And you hear him say something, but look here. What me have to say still in that, any top clinical striker like a Hurricane, or you can name like a Hurricane, Jenny number 9, clinical.
Mm-hmm.
But go down in a Pep system, they are going to score a lot of goals.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they would have scored break the amount thing that score Haaland.
Yes.
But they would have scored pretty much close to where Haaland scored.
I agree.
And nobody, and that is rational thinking, When I say a lie, but it's a rational thinking. Because trust me, when you look at the system of Pep play, man, you just can't go beyond and say, boy, any clinical top number 9 now going to score a lot of goals. And that is why Pep, you remember when Pep drafted Kane, Zidane?
Yeah, man.
That is one of the reasons.
It's whole top. Yes, because top man whole up make we see
yes.
Haaland there now because Kane would have been there.
Because that is one of the reasons why Pep drafted Kane, because he knows what Kane can do, and Kane is proven in a also. And Kane has been scoring way over 20 goals for a while now in the EPL. So that's the reason why I'm coming in a system and he won't score possible more than we must score over sports.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know why some people can.
Yeah, man, it's an interesting point Bull brought up, my boss. Very interesting.
Yeah, very interesting, man. He's a brother that I listen to often time or not, man.
Yeah.
Most of the time it makes sense. Yeah, man. So we're basically at it.
Hold the line, special. When we take a break, we're coming back.
Super Center, everything for your home and more.
Whether you are redecorating your home, looking for a gift idea, or simply feel for some retail therapy, Asden Super Center is the place to be. Regal Plaza, Kingston, and Linston. We have it all, from linens and curtains to appliances and cookware, furniture, rugs, and wall decor. It's everything for your home and more.
Asden Super Center, we're gonna make you smile. Asden Super Center, it's a lifestyle.
Visit Hepburn Glass Supplies Limited at 13 Chisholm Avenue, Kingston 13. With over 10 years experience, we provide customized aluminum windows and doors. We are distributors of float and laminated glass and mirrors. We pride ourselves on precise and accurate cuttings with same-day experience. Call or WhatsApp 876-908-0962 or 876-773-4799. Quality service is our priority.
BMO Auto Limited is having an end-of-month special on tires and windshields from May 24 to June 5. Free installation with every purchase. BMO Auto for new and used parts. Visit any of our locations in Kingston, Mandeville, and Santa Cruz. Call 876-618-2781. It's a massive tire and windshield special only at BMO Auto. BMO Auto, celebrating 20 years.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. Special one, back with you.
Yeah, man. I'm sure it's something again to that.
Yeah.
I like the money where no one get paid. What's really due to him, what really due to people, you know. Someone just can't say that, you know. They just can't give people what really due to them.
You need no, hold on, let me say something. They think they are sounding intelligent when they are saying, oh, he coaches a lot of great teams, great players that spend money. So this man is better. You're showing your lack of ability to analyze. Your job is now to look at it and break it down and see the things that he would have. For example, that the caller with him German gave the other day that. Look at Fabian Delph. Fabian Delph was an average football in England for many, many years. They utilized him in many, many games at the left back position that nobody else thought he could do. And the man was brilliant. So Pep, even though he has lots of resources, that there was that insight there when he showed that, listen, this man already, not a great player, and I utilized him and got the best, make him look better than he actually is. Same thing with Pedro. The man brought Busquets out of the youth team, boss. And run where Yaya Toure was an established top midfielder in the world. And the Busquets became one of the best holding midfielder over the last 15 years.
People don't talk these things, you know, Zidane.
But why they're not doing it?
They only talk about the Kevin De Bruyne and...
I hear they talk about Xavi and Iniesta. You realize that Frank Rijkaard was reluctant to give Xavi and Iniesta consistent minutes of Barcelona. And immediately Pep come in, Pep say, I'm going to use them youth. They're going to start.
Nobody not talk about those things, you know. But look here now. I tell you something, you know. Right now, if you, I'm going to speak hypothetically. You put Erling Haaland run a Manchester United, and you never get so much goal from him.
I don't think so. He would have scored him goals.
Mark, you know,
20
I'm not saying he wouldn't score, you know.
He would have scored 20 goals, man, but not 40.
I don't think he would have scored so much goal like when he scored at City. So you just go to show you that the system have a lot to do with the system. People spray. Let's tell them something that people talk. You're prepared for because one mother nonsense, you know. But I don't see them things that. You're going to move along still. All right. I touch a little on Wednesday, June, I think. Me not hear your thing. Me not hear phone thing.
You know what? You haven't seen the incident?
Yeah, man. I saw it.
But I didn't see.
Okay. So
I'm not aware of it.
You saw it, okay?
Yeah, I saw the highlights.
Okay.
But you know my view on them thing, yeah? Special one. Not change.
Yeah. So what I say, you don't think? Yeah, I know you're long term, but this particular one, no. What do you think?
I cannot agree with a footballer who allows himself to get overly flustered at the adult level. That is. No. Me I talk about the racial chance.
Oh, okay.
I'm not talking about the man hug him up on like him like wrestling.
You know, some of the decisions have been reversed.
Yeah, man. Yeah, which I think is fair. As a matter of fact, I say, right now there's a law in FIFA that the man who retaliates
gets
the same punishment as the man who initiates.
Yeah.
Right.
And I honestly think that there should be some alteration to that. I think that the man who retaliates should be treated less than the man who initiates.
I believe so.
It shouldn't be equal. It shouldn't be.
Can't be equal. So you box me, and me box your back. One of us should get a red card, but I should the man we're back. I'm not saying he should get away scot-free.
Yeah.
But you cannot have equal punishment for the initiator and the retaliator. And that is that. But for the fundamental of the stand, my views not change. Children must be affected by that, not adults.
I think you can speak with that because I mean, you don't necessarily agree with it because I still think racial chance, irrespective of the stand the man there because it's still at the damage and still can, you know, some people deal with them differently, affect people's psyche, mental.
We know it doesn't. My argument is that it shouldn't. Once it's coming from the stands, why does it bother black players when it's coming from the stands? I mean, I'm playing football and a man is making sounds or chanting, black, black. Why does that bother me?
It's a black player.
Because it is the black players who are affected mostly.
But to be honest, you don't have it. If I see them racially abuse a white player, just ask it.
No. Very, I don't think that we have too many records. But your line breaking up. Your line sounds bad to special.
No, you hear me now?
Yes. Yeah.
No, that is it. It is not happening because we never hear from racially abuse a white player. So we have to talk about what the inevitable, you know, what is that mean, you know.
Yeah, why they don't abuse white players?
Because black people choose not to.
Yeah, because
a black people choose not to, you know.
Yeah, no, you have to understand, you know, that.
Yeah.
When it comes on to the real side thing, you know,
Hey, it's an interesting thing you're asking, a special one. When the black man in the say white boy, but guess what? White men was not in slavery.
Yeah, and then
so the effect now gonna be the same, my boss.
Exactly.
And because outside of the football now, the white man now feel no racism, man. Sometimes you leave the football, and you go into the regular life, it affect you.
And you are perfect, you know. And
that's the issue, you know.
And that's and that is a good
if they were being treated the right way outside of football, I don't think it will affect them.
No, but here is where no, I disagree. I agree that black people generally face racist situations
outside of the football.
However, these black footballers are among the most privileged people on earth. Whatever it is that affects the average black man in the United States or in England or in Europe, don't affect these black footballers. They get flown around the world on first class flights. They stay in the best hotels.
That might be so, you know.
They get the best doctors. They get the best nutrition. They get the best compensation packages. What is your problem?
That might be so, you know, but even in a real life, if we step out a little further, you know.
No. In real life, I have a problem.
You have some rich black man and then still the white man still rich, wealthy, you know, and then still come on some little thing with white man.
No, man, if you're talking about real life situations, special one. I'm saying the whole point of where slave was wrong, and I know I'm repeating myself, but people listening to the thing all the while, from prison and from outer road. The reason why slavery was a bad thing is not so much that the white man didn't like you, you know. No law should allow a man to effectuate your will against the next man. That is the problem. You don't have to like me.
Well, sure.
You should not be allowed to allow your not liking me to affect my opportunities given the same conditions as you. The white guy doesn't like you, so what?
I hear you know, but I think it's much more. It's much more than like. It's just only like.
He doesn't. The black footballers, Vinicius Jr. is among the best paid people on earth. You know.
Fine.
What is your problem?
Hear my views on Orville point.
Fine,
Hold on, a special one. You know that persons would have said to me in the past that.
Yeah.
Zidane, how you make that affect you? We don't understand you. You're a big man, brother.
Yeah.
But it's not racism, you know. But it affected me, and somebody else believed that I'm being soft. That the situation should not have affected me as much as I carry on. So every you, something might affect you, Orville, and somebody say,
no man,
but Orville, you're a baby.
No. It affects you if it is people close.
No. I'm saying to you, but some people, even if it's people close to them, it doesn't affect them. So that my person might turn to you and say, Orville, how did you make that affect you?
No.
They don't understand it.
No. I don't. Everything that affect me, I can understand why.
No. I'm saying I might not understand.
What I don't
get.
What I don't, because the slavery connotation special one is about some white people being able to effectuate them will by you know, to force you to do. That is why slavery was harsh. You know. White people could tell you what to do, when, where, how.
That is true, Orville. But
these black footballers are in no such position.
I understand, but I don't think it's that alone. I think they also have a hatred for black people.
So what if they don't like you?
Oh, well, fine, but I'm just saying that only that alone.
So the guy in the stand doesn't like you. He thinks you're black and ugly and look like a monkey. So what?
It's not the thought, man. It's not the thought.
The what?
The footballer can't know the thought.
So it's the what?
Is the singling out of the black person.
So what?
Right.
I don't get it. Is the so what?
Yeah, but the point is that sometimes some things affect you, Orville, and I don't get why it affects you.
Why does a rich man make a poor man affect?
Orville, I can say, why does an award-winning journalist make a little man, we are calling him, affect him?
No, man.
So you have to understand.
No.
So people might be out there saying that
No. Here's the difference, though.
Here you go.
No caller has ever made me stop working.
No, but Virginius hasn't retired from football.
No, but he wanted the game stopped.
No, but he create havoc for the game, but you create havoc on the program to some time.
Listen.
Yeah, man. And a man might be out there and say, Orville make that idiot there. We're done, so. I rile him up.
No,
so people can't get it.
No, it's a different thing. When the man them come at me, panerator, them come personal.
No, but that is your perspective. I'm saying a next man.
But the man them in the stands, in my boss. I know you personally, them attacking them just attacking blacks in a whole. Now you say if there are people who just attacking radio broadcasters for a whole.
No, but Orville, I understand it, but I'm saying somebody might have a different perspective. Listen, how do you make that affect you? So every mind different.
And some may agree with, some I don't.
Yeah. All right,
Exactly.
special one.
But not terror now, there, man.
Big up, special.
All right, big up.
All right, hello.
Serpi.
Bill,
Yeah, man, what's up?
what happened to Malabi? When last him called?
A good look a while when I hear Mama B, you know.
He voted for the second to last debate that happened. So that
yeah, but that do you hear him?
Yeah, that was a good look a while.
Yeah, Bill, every year last Yorkshire start make non-Yorkshire band play county cricket.
1990s is when they started.
Okay, because
1990s is when they had their first overseas play.
No, I'm not talking overseas, you know. Non-Yorkshire band.
Non-Yorkshire.
Non-Yorkshire band.
I'm not sure.
Okay, because if you didn't play band in Yorkshire, you know, in the years gone by, in the 70s, early 60s, late 60s and early 70s, you couldn't play for Yorkshire, you know, because them say, once Yorkshire strong, England strong. But let me ask you something, Abel. Have you ever seen Cal Sharon and Frederick Finflesh, but?
No.
Okay. So, well, what I was going to ask you, between Richie Richardson, Viv, Cali, and Frederick, which one of them are the best hooker in order? But it seems you never see them.
No, I'm not giving nobody over Viv Richards.
Okay, all right.
As a hooker of the cricket ball, Viv is supreme for me.
And then
What about Richie?
All right.
Viv.
All right. Forget. You never see Cali Viv.
No, man, but me that see, you ask me about live now, you know. I would have
live. Yeah. All right. Forget about them.
Remember, me never see Maradona live yet.
Forget about them two, them man.
But I know what he can
do. Viv Richards and Richie Richardson. Which one of them have been better hooker? You say you would
have Viv for me.
All right, sir. Cool.
All right, cool.
That disappeared one.
Just why I know me think.
Who's there now, Nicholas? Oh, the lines are available. But I always grew up hearing about Richie Richardson as the premier hooker, kind of. But you know me much younger.
No. Viv. Richie Richardson modeled himself from Viv. Yeah.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, Rich Richardson's very name, they used to say he was Richard's son.
Oh.
And what lost it for me? Because Richard Richardson, like Viv, never wore a helmet for much of his career. Viv Richards decided that no matter who you are, no matter what you're bowling, no matter what the nature of the pitch, and put on a helmet. Richard Richardson kept that stance going until maybe the last, years. Yeah, maybe a little less than that. He now decided to put on a helmet. And for me, that showed that there was a crack in his armor when they was done with Viv. But Viv was the more feared hooker of the cricket ball. Richard Richardson, as a West Indian, would be top 3, top 4. But Benagi with Viv, none at all. No, not
Lara used to duck.
Lara wasn't Lara not in the conversation as a hooker and a pull out the ball. But Viv, man, the thing about Viv is that he hooked with more attitude. Viv's personality almost. All right, there's this famous story.
You bounce him.
Len Pascoe bowled 4 bouncers at Viv. And the umpire, you know that there's a law in cricket that speaks about intimidatory bowling.
Yeah.
Unlike now, when after 1 or 2, you can't bowl more. Then it was in the umpire's discretion. And the umpire warned Len Pascoe that him bowling 4 bumpers. And Viv said, no, man, make him bowl it. He was that kind of guy. So Viv for me. We'll take a break. And
we're coming back.
Visit Garrett Trading and Installation at 169 Constant Spring Road and 10 to 12 Cleardale Avenue for all your tiling and classic stone needs. Call 876-634-9773. The time by Garrett Trading is 2:30.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute. It's sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, Edgechem, Anybet, and Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill.
Russian doubles player Yana Zizikova has been cleared of match fixing 2 years after her arrest at the French Open, according to her lawyer. The 28-year-old was arrested at Roland Garros in 2021 as part of an investigation into match fixing allegations dating back to the 2020 edition of the Grand Slam. Zizikova, ranked 50th in doubles, has continued to play on the women's tennis tour since her arrest and will compete at this year's French Open, which starts on Sunday. That is sports in a minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Dangerous Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Call 876-929-9146 and in Maypen. Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Any bet, your best bet, reminds you to bet responsibly at Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill. Celebrate good food, celebrate good vibes.
It's finally here. Cavalier and Portman United meet in the grand finale of the Link Cup Friday night at 8 o'clock. And all roads lead to Sabina Park to witness the battle for the first trophy of the season. Come out in your numbers and watch the ending of this quest. Admission just $1,000. Plus, you get a chance to win $25,000 when you pay with Link to enter. And also, don't miss the third place playoff at 5 between Dunbeholden and Harbourview. This is it, the final Link Up for the Link Cup. Come out Friday night.
Want it, see a red stripe in another size, affordable price. Want it, see a red stripe tall boss, affordable price. When we touch the street, that is the crew I beat. Red stripe tall boss, $250 fee. Yes, see, red stripe tall boss. See a red stripe in another size for an even more affordable price. Want it for just $250 in your favorite community bar. 18 and older, drink and live responsibly.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, so we're back. We're back online.
Yeah, let me just remind the listeners of the numbers, and the lines are available now. 876-968-8117. That's 876-968-8117. Let's take the time to big up now some of the sponsors.
Yep.
Anybet, big up yourself. Anybet, Just Bet as well. You just heard Orville doing Just Bet to big up both, and they can share the love when you want to go out and get your bets in. Also, Milestone Restaurant Bar and Grill down there in St. Anne. Give it a support, and also the store that you can get your wonderful football gear, boots, jerseys. Obviously, don't call him tights. You must call him leggings.
Yeah.
Western Sports. Big up Western Sports as well. And many, many more.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So big up and support.
Big up all of the companies. And like I said, people, do not watch the noise of the market. Watch the sale. We don't know that Jamaican expression. When it comes to sports shows in Jamaica, just bear that in mind. It's not the noise of the market. There's no doubt who corporate Jamaica prefer. And there's no doubt who more intelligent people prefer. We're not have to say nothing more than that. All right, so the numbers are 876-968-8117. We're still taking some text, 8280925. Richard?
Yes, how are you doing?
We're not too bad.
All right. Every now and again, always with something on the program where it reminds me why I actually still listen to the program sometimes. I know sometimes you guys go off on some tangents and try to figure out how is that an issue for sports and why is this the argument that people are going to get upset over. But that call a while ago, best hooker, and him just say Viv Richards, and no matter how you spin it, still come back down to Viv Richards. And is Viv Richards not just because of the actual shot, but the attitude with which he made the shots.
Yeah, I made a point. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
because most batsmen will be fearful of quick bouncing deliveries, you know.
Yeah, Viv almost welcome it.
Yeah.
Yes, because his thing is that the ball is actually traveling a little bit longer, spending more time in the air, giving him more time to pick in place and put the ball where the ball belongs. So if you put the ball up there, so then you're asking him to put it over the boundary.
But here's another question, since you have brought up this, because that's going to be a back foot shot, right?
Yeah, man.
Is he the best back foot player in West Indies cricket history? Or Brian?
Well,
that would be an more interesting one. That's
a good question.
Yes, that would be.
Brian was definitely the better clear cutter of the ball, which most left-handers are. But in terms of the hook and pull, Viv is supreme, my boss.
Yes. And the interesting thing was some of the interviews after some of those games, where the reporter would ask, the bowler having been hooked for 6, would be steering down Viv. And Viv would stand up and steer him down. And they asked me, he said, it's simple enough. I always win a steer down because
the bowler has to turn.
He has to turn and go back to his mark at some point. I'm already in the crease, so I can steer at him all day long because he has to flinch.
He has told the story that the fast bowler going back to his mark, he would be steering him down while after the ball delivered. And while the bowler was going back to his mark, he would turn around to see if Viv was steering, and Viv said, yes, I still am. In other words, Viv was the more imposing man on the fast bowlers. Richie was almost apologetic with him at home. Like, I have to? Viv's attitude is, this is all you have? Why may I tell you? When me have to choose between Brian and Viv, it is very hard. And when me hear people talk about Hooper versus Viv, it hurt my mother.
No. As a young man, every time I see Hooper come to the crease, it would upset me because of the fact that it was beautiful to watch. Whether it's that cover driver, but the thing is that 2 balls later, he's walking back to the crease, walking back away from the crease, and you're saying that was a stupid shot. Why are you holding that ball out to mid-on?
There you go.
That doesn't make any sense. And it's the same way he was out the last time. Why can't he sort that out? So, as I say, it was nice to hear. This had nothing to do with stats, had nothing to do with, it was just about the fact that this man took a specific aspect of the game, made it something beautiful, and you, as a spectator, look forward to see that aspect of his game.
Yeah, man.
So, yeah, that was beautiful. So, yes, that's all.
Because we haven't heard from him for a while, so we're glad that could draw you.
All right, then.
Yeah, man. Big up, Richard.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Again, the lines. It's a slow day today. It's raining outside. Oh!
What happened?
Unlike us, not for us, though. Today is a special day for a lot of people, so maybe them gonna do them thing.
What kind of
Today's the 25th.
Oh!
So people them thing and gonna do them thing. So maybe that is the reason.
Oh, that is it.
Yeah, 876-968-8117. That's 876-968-8117. Call for it. And remember, also reading on text messages, WhatsApp messages, 876-828-0925. That's 876-828-0925. So what do you think will happen tonight, Orville? Boston, man.
Boston.
And you know that the gentleman that twisted his ankle, I'm seeing reading where it's out for tonight's game. Vincent. He's one of them knocking on out of the 3-pointer.
Oh, yeah.
So I was leaning towards Boston. It seems as if now that he might have to lose tonight for Boston. So me I go with Boston as well.
Yeah, I go with Boston.
Yeah.
7:30. I'll be finding myself in front of a TV somewhere. All right, so give us a call and make a thing. But the Viv Richards thing, people, that is one of the arguments on this program that I wish Carl Hooper is a better batsman to spin than Viv Richards. I struggle to understand what people mean when them say that. I just don't. Ask the people who used to bowl spin to Viv, and ask the people who used to bowl to Carl Hooper. Which one of them batsmen do you think would give the bowlers more headaches in their planning for the next day? Whatever them bowling. The answer has to be Viv. Viv was more feared than probably any other West Indian, except maybe Sobers as a batsman, in terms of what he can do to the opposition.
Yeah. Demoralizing the opposition.
Jesus, peace, man. Anyway, Hezbollah.
Yes, man, Orville.
Good
Yes,
afternoon,
sir.
Hezbollah.
Zidane.
Yes, Hezbollah.
And they call it Omega KLS Pro.
Yes, sir.
Big up on yourself.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, I hear a discussion about the Master Blaster. Now, Viv Richards used to call the Master Blaster.
The Master Blaster, indeed.
Well, that man was a ferocious batter. I don't get the opportunity to see much of Viv, but the little I see from Viv, he was a brutal player. Brutal player.
He wasn't normal. No. He wasn't a normal human being, my boss.
But how you compare him with Brian Lara?
Boy, I think from 0 to 50, Viv. From 50
onwards.
From 50 go down?
Yeah, Lara. Wait, so Viv settle quicker. And
yes.
Once Brian. Yeah.
Viv was more likely if he start impose himself on the opposition earlier. But the thing is with Brian, once he's set, he might go bat longer and harder feel.
Yeah, for real. Yeah,
when Lara would look troubled and a little edgy and a little, Viv is going to come and bat like him, like his first ball he was batting all day. But so if it's a weird way to say it, but 0 to 50, Viv 50 and beyond, Brian.
Yeah, for real. But when you look for Richie scene as a batsman, you know, it was a dangerous batsman, you know.
Yeah, man, him could then Richie was an all-time great, but I don't think it was quite the same stamp as Viv.
Yeah, for real.
Viv had more shots all over the ground, and Viv Richards had a more intimidating personality. And because of that, Viv could demoralize the opposition and eventually them start with rubbish. Sure. I say Viv, for example, I play against John Embry when John Embry was supposed to be the big spinner in England. Remember the half spinner there? Named Embry?
Yeah.
And Viv let the man about fifth row in the stands. Chipper let the man fifth floor. And when they non-strike, I forget who was batting with Viv, come up for bump fist. Viv was shaking his head and looking at the bat like, that ball here not supposed to only go the fifth row. You know? That ball is supposed to last. He had that effect. Why I don't know. Why when people tell about call up about agree.
Would you agree though that there was a clandestine move to mash up West Indies pace attack?
Yeah, I would say that.
The rules that was brought about years after, you know, the four prong used to mash up everybody.
Yeah.
If you look on that Orville and Zidane, you realize that after that the bowling start get a little bit tamer, you know?
You mean generally or with from
West West Indian that kind of insatiable appetite where we used to have in the Caribbean for pace bowling.
No, it's not the rule cause that doing. It's not the cricketing rules. Every aspect of our cricket went down. Rule or no rule.
No, well, that's issue. But we're focused on the pace bowling.
You're talking about the approach to art. I'm not talking about the quality because the rule is not responsible for the quality.
There you go.
I think he's talking about the approach though.
Yeah, but the rule really is not the reason why our fast bowling declined. We just never produced neither fast bowler nor batsman nor spinner nor not. The entire cricket just went down.
Because what's his name? Nixon McLean was
pretty quick. But them does not have the same quality.
Yeah, Patterson Thompson.
Yeah, it was a decent bowler.
Yeah. Patterson Thompson is a pilot down at the West Indies.
He was wild or
fast and
foolish.
Fast and foolish.
Yeah. I think the best bowler out of the crop on him in the last half was Franklin was, you know.
Real ability. Yeah. Real ability from Braps. Had the ability to swing the ball in a way that a lot of the West Indians didn't have. I don't think.
Well, Bishop is a part of the last crop, guys.
No, man, Bishop is out.
No, man, Bishop is a part.
It's Bishop then. It's Bishop then.
Bishop would be the last. World class.
Yeah, man, Bishop would not be the last great.
Yes, definitely.
Another thing.
Hold the line, Hezbollah. We'll take a quick break. We're coming.
Yeah.
Get running. Stay fit with the latest brands and styles at Western Sports. Running, walking, trekking. Western Sports has the shoe just for you. The time by Western Sports is
2:45.
Today is the day to push past my limits. Escape my comfort zone. I won't live within it. Getting energy from my mind and body. Be all I can be. The surgeon of me. I won't give up. No, I never stop. Boost me up. Boost up. Boost me up. Boost me up.
One glass of Supplegent has 8 vitamins and minerals and is power-packed with protein to maintain healthy muscle mass. The day is yours. Supplegent boosts you up.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers pride themselves in being professionals in the field of insurance broking, claim settlement, and risk management services for over 35 years. We offer a wide range of insurance services, including motor, property, liability, accident, life, and international health for individuals and companies at competitive rates. Call 926-3572 or visit 7.5 Haining Road, Kingston 5, or shop number 3, James Plaza, Mandeville. Call 625-6804 or visit online spectrumjamaica.com. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standards.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Hezbollah, you have a minute.
Orville,
Yeah.
you remember one time we had 4 PS bowler, but the 4-man almost fell over 6 foot. It was a merciless attack, including Patrick Paddison, Ian Bishop, if you don't lie. Help me, Orville.
No man, well, most of our fast bowlers have been over 6 foot,
Ambrose
except for
Walsh.
probably Marshall, who was maybe hovering a little bit below. But if you're talking about 6 foot fast bowlers, that would be most of the ones that we've produced.
Yeah, well, I remember. I think Cornwall was a part of that attack.
Yeah, man. Walsh, Ambrose,
Bishop.
Yeah,
most of those.
I remember they went to I think it was South Africa on a trip, and they were saying that hotel never have the bed to fit them 4.
Yeah, I remember Ambi saying that as well.
I don't know Orville, but I look like Sebo. I don't know if West Indies can ever come back. It's sad though. It's only which part of cricket reach, you know?
Yeah, man.
All right, Hezbollah, we'll leave it there.
Leave it that's Hezbollah.
Big up yourself. Big up.
All right, good.
All right. Old boy Eddie. Interesting.
Yeah, well.
Old boy Eddie.
Yeah, man.
Where you get a name like that?
No, man. Me a old man in Orville. I like to sit down and listen to you and father and son.
Me who? Oh, me and Zidane. Oh.
Yeah, and Zidane, you know?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Sometimes you must compare the older batsman to the modern day batsman. And if you analyze it, sometimes the modernized batsman don't have reach the older batsman, you know. Lara is one of them coming at the picture. Viv is one. We can name. You see, it's a Caliteran and Fredericks. I can never see them guys there.
No, man, no. I didn't see them live.
Yeah,
but I would have seen enough of what.
Great look at them. I hear Mr. Pierre talk. I'm asking about Viv and Cali. It's you see Cali. They talk about hook. Him come like Viv. Him make every bowler come like them fearing.
No man, Caliteran never could have hooked like Viv, my boss.
No, Cali, not Caliteran. Cali Smith.
Oh, Cali Smith.
Cali Smith.
Oh, me couldn't.
I think Viv take a piece something out of him book. You
Really?
see that in beat every bowler.
No man, but Viv wouldn't have seen too much of Cali Smith.
Well, maybe in Seaman, you know. But let me tell you,
Cali Smith died long before Viv would have.
Yeah, man. But Cali, you see Cali, man. Cali damaged every bowler.
Then why is his average?
Bowler.
Why is his average so ordinary if he was that good?
Well, him was in a cricket long, you know. Was in cricket long.
No man, he played 20 at test, man.
He not playing a portion of cricket.
No, he played 26 test matches for a 31 average. How could he be special?
Well, at that time, the average rating
that's quite a number of
different
matches.
from now. That's why I'm telling you, the whole of cricket, the average and the average now is 2 different things.
No, he averaged 33 with the ball as well. Some people say most special. In first class cricket, though, he averaged 40. So you could say he was a decent first class batsman, but at 31 average in test cricket never suggested he was great.
How much of them at that time average excel more than him?
31?
Yeah, I excel that. How much of them reach 40, 42?
No, man, no. When Cali Smith was playing, Smith was playing at a time when Sobers was playing and them man there.
Sobers
as a matter of fact, when he crashed, it was Sobers that drove the car. You know, he crashed in England.
Yes, I know.
As Sobers was driving the car.
Once Sobers said something personally.
He died in that crash?
Yeah. Cali Smith.
Yeah.
So what was the driver?
Sobers was driving. Cali was lying down in the back of the car. And I don't want to say what Sobers said. And he was very close. And he said something which shouldn't be said.
No, I don't know
so
what
surprising. I don't want to say it. You know, sometimes it's good to not say certain things, you know.
Yeah.
But he said it publicly in Boys Town, where he come from. And I was annoyed up till now annoyed because money was very close.
Yeah, man, he died in that car crash. Boy.
Yeah, man. Where the body it leaked, as your colleague was. You know?
Yeah.
But Viv, I love Viv. When you talk about man can work ball. Carly Smith is the same thing like him. Great hooker. And you could be the best spin bowler, the best fast bowler.
So why was it
beat you?
If he could beat up spin and beat up pace, why was his average 31?
Well, that's a big
Is that another?
No,
It's a mystery. It's a mystery. Me always you never help him, you know. People talk highly of him, you know, Carly Smith, you know, as a test cricketer.
Yeah, the thing, but he was a Jamaican who was.
No, forget about the Jamaican issue.
No, man, but Carly Smith is not rated around the world like Onoban. But as a Jamaican, it was exciting.
Yeah, it was
he
very
played some.
exciting
And the thing, in those 26 tests, he got 400s.
Yeah.
So, pan him there,
yes,
when him get you,
yeah, man. When
him go and get you.
There, I'm gonna beat you, man.
So they named Carly Smith drive after him.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And he was a fairly decent spinner as well. But no compare them man with Viv and Sobers.
No, I don't say comparing, you know. I said Viv, we talk about hook ball, Carly is one.
But if Carly could hook and play pace like Viv and can destroy spinners, why is his average only 31? Is that next Carl Hooper?
No, man. Well, all people put it on me, but the whole thing about is that if him come there and sit down to bat, if him get a chance to bat, he'll bat. You see, he can out very quickly too because he's aggressive batsman, very aggressive.
Yeah.
You understand what I mean? So he will outshot quickly sometimes, but if you stay there, you get what it is. And he mash up most of the post pace bowler in that time.
How do you mash up pace bowlers with a 31 average? I keep asking you that and you keep not answering, you know.
No, when he meet Truman and Statham, when he left cricket, Truman and Statham actually crashed, you know.
No, it was a ball beat.
Oh, that's why.
Yes, and all the records. You can embarrass you, you know.
Yeah, so.
Yeah,
but he never had the consistency.
Right.
All right, Eddie, old boy.
All right, Pops, good.
Yeah, man, cool.
All right, old boy, Eddie.
Blessed.
All right. So now we have Rooney. The Viv Richards argument, I suppose, drive out.
Rooney?
You know that job, you know.
Yes, I know.
All right. Yesterday on the problem me out on this rest thing. I mean that is not gonna go back there because it's not important again, you understand? Me allow it that if I choose to only play Yorkshire players, Yorkshire born people in my thing. And more white people than Yorkshire than black people. Why am I racist? But I allow that. Orville.
Yes.
Steve Smith.
Yes.
Brian Lara. Who have a better average?
Steve Smith.
Who, in your estimation, plays spin bowling better?
I think Brian is marginally better.
So somebody can have a better average, but somebody with a lesser average be better than them at 18, right?
When it is two world-class players, yes.
No. And that may ask him. I say, so somebody can have a better average than somebody else, but the person who have the lesser average is better at something than the man with the more average, though.
If you're talking about something, meaning batting pace or spin,
that is what we are talking about.
It can happen among two world-class players. It doesn't happen when one of the players is very hard.
Just answer my question and I ask you now.
When one of the players is when we're talking about two world-class players, yes. A
so
mediocre performer.
Only world-class players can bat spin then.
You're calm if you.
May I ask you a question? Only world-class people can bat spin.
Question and I'm going to answer. You know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
If you can't, if your numbers are ordinary, then your ability to bat, spin and pace is ordinary.
Oh yeah. You have a little more time to talk from the radio and me tell you you feel.
Let me say that again.
So easy still enough.
If your numbers are ordinary.
The question I ask you is, if you're ordinary, you can't bat anything at all then. That is what you said to me.
If your numbers are ordinary, then you can't be special at batting spin or pace.
So if your numbers are ordinary, you can't be better at batting anything than anybody else. Than a world man.
If what you mean by anything is spin or pace.
It's a spin and pace we're talking about. You know what spin and pace we're talking about.
It is difficult to understand how somebody is ordinary.
All right, let me ask this.
But better at spin or pace than the all-time greats.
So just wait, no man. Ramner Saran, is he a better player to spin bowling than a world-class man what them call Ricky Ponting? In your estimation?
I would say Ricky Ponting struggled against Indian spinners in India.
Just answer my question. Is Ramner Saran a mediocre batsman better player to spin bowling than Ricky Ponting, who's a world class?
I would call it a tie.
We know why you'd call it a tie. Never leave.
And I'm going to tell you why I call it a tie. Because while Ricky Ponting struggled against...
Because you're the only reason they will call it a tie is because your foot there in your mouth right at this present moment.
You ask me a question, I'm going to answer.
Because the reality of the situation is, while Viv Richards has a superior average to Carl Hooper, the reality of the situation is Carl Hooper is better at playing spin bowling than a Vivian Richards.
That's not a reality. That's an opinion that is flawed.
Or that's an opinion that is. So why so much people?
No man, I've never heard
is of the same opinion.
I've never heard anybody share your opinion who is a known cricket analyst. If you can if you can get me.
Well, I not the same man where you meant to say Viv Richards can't feel like Carl Hooper.
Who did I mentor? Banner?
I don't man alone you mentor though. Me no need to need to call out Banner name. No, alone you mentor.
I can guarantee you, my boss. If we
you don't need to guarantee me, my boss. All I'm saying is don't make it seem so far. Wait, no man.
You're not going to find too many serious
just wait, no man. Just don't make it seem so far-fetched, my boss. You understand me? When we say Viv Richards can't bat spin like Carl Hooper, and you have to bring fear factor into it. You understand?
No.
That's different reasons why.
I know the fear factor alone, you know. I talk about the ability to make runs.
So Carl Hooper never have no ability to make runs?
Not like Viv Richards against no
brother,
kind of
me see 170 versus Pakistan.
Remember we do that. Remember we do that man. I call Hooper came second.
Just cool, man. That's how we say. Hear what? He has ability to make runs. It's just he don't make it as consistently as a Viv Richards, but he has the ability.
But if Viv Richards consistently,
so you like how you love it on a very good day, on his day, at his best, Carl Hooper 170 is far better played spin than Viv Richards at him 2 bills. We can tell you that. We can bet your money and win on that. The world would have said that. So at their best,
the world is not going to say that. Just those settings, man. You
all right,
tell us one at a time when you're company reader. Don't just say things. The world is going to say this, and that is just words.
But at their best, at their best,
At their best, Viv Richards is among the best thing ever whole cricket bat. Carl Hooper is in no such conversation.
All right, Zidane,
yes,
you can go away with this, bossy. Not because Viv Richards average 50 and Carl Hooper average 31 mean him stand out when he come on to batting.
Is 31 Carl Hooper average? Or 30?
33.
Yeah, 30s.
All right.
You understand me? Not because means that him can bat everything better than Carl Hooper.
All right.
The world know this.
Yes,
not make him dry out and tell you.
Here you're going back to the world.
Yeah, man, the world knows.
Ruin it.
Big up for this.
The world knows no such thing. But we're going to leave it.
We'll take a
all right, wait,
yeah, we're coming back after.
Men 40 years and older, use your NHF card and pay $1,600 less for your PSA test for prostate cancer. The time by NHF is
3 o'clock.
BMO Auto Limited is having an end-of-month special on tires and windshields from May 24 to June 5. Free installation with every purchase. BMO Auto for new and used parts. Visit any of our locations in Kingston, Mandeville, and Santa Cruz. Call 876-618-2781. It's a massive tire and windshield special only at BMO Auto. BMO Auto, celebrating 20 years.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
Stay informed and follow advice given by your healthcare provider. Stay informed on the latest developments about COVID-19. Follow advice given by your healthcare provider, your national and local public health authority, or your employer on how to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. National and local authorities will have the most up-to-date information on whether COVID-19 is spreading in your area. They are best placed to advise on what people in your area should be doing to protect themselves.
Health Alert is sponsored by Bashco, the store that gives you more, and the National Health Fund. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
I've made the point already. All right, so them says Sarwan is a better batsman to spin than Viv Richards. This is than Ricky Ponting. This is Rooney now. Now Sarwan played, and usually what you do against India is the acid test of how you are against spin. Now in 14 games against India, Ramnaresh Sarwan had 1 century and an average of 30.8.
And his usual average is how many?
42.
Also, come down against the India.
40.01.
Yeah.
But against India, Sarwan averaged 30.88. So he came down almost 10 runs from his average playing against India. Now, Ricky Ponting against India averaged 54, but he averaged 20-something in India, which is the point I'm making.
Oh, so it's when him go India and
when he goes to India and them set the track them
and put on three
and
spinner
and the things start turning from day one, he struggled. But him say, all right, no must come to Australia. And when they his 8th century him score against India in 20 at test.
Yeah.
So when them if he averages 20-something against India in India, but 50 against India in Australia, and Sarwan averaged 30 overall against India. If you had to choose between Ponting and Sarwan,
generally against
you'd have to go with Ponting. However, if the game are played in India,
that may be a difference.
You probably have to squeeze Sarwan. But
that's why I did say maybe.
That's why I'm saying that probably get that time.
All
so
right.
Rooney said me foot in mouth, but Rooney doesn't talk rational things.
That is fair analysis there. All right, music brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color. This one is from D Major, No Escape.
World is a different place. Oh, just I walk and I check out the city. Now lightings look kinda sticky. When since them start murder woman, even the grandmother and the newborn. But when it boil down to the nitty gritty, they see them troublemaker, them balling for pity. So if you choose to walk that path, then you have to face the almighty wrath. Even the dark that rests upon the walls of Babylon will not escape this your judgment, oh God. Them run to the cave and the rocks get up and start to run. You can't escape this your judgment from God. You think the Father never see where you are born with? The dirty works and all the evil you performing. It's a destruction, now them days numbered. Never take heed to the righteous word. Guide us along the way. For your protection, Lord, we pray. In my going out and coming in, shall prepare at my table. Even the dark that rests upon the walls of Babylon will not escape this your judgment, oh God. Them run to the cave and the rocks get up and start to run. You can't escape this your judgment from God. Yeah. Nowhere to run, nowhere. Nowhere to run, nowhere. You can't escape, no. You can't escape, no. Nowhere to run, no. Nowhere to run, no. Almighty, the supreme being. Even the dark that rests upon the wall.
All right, D Major, No Escape, brought to you by Edge Campaigns for people who dream in color.
And I hope Rooney is listening. Rooney just learn a little bit. The same Sarwan who he says is a better player of spin than Ricky Ponting. He averages 30.8 against India overall. When he goes to India, although that is only 3 test matches, his average comes down even more. He averages 27 in India. So Ponting and Sarwan both average in the 20s in India, you know. The difference is that when the Indians go to Australia, punting's average now jump to 50 yard. While in the West Indies, punting Sarwan was nowhere close to that, which is why one man average 50 yard and one man average 40. There's a huge difference with the man who average 50 to the 40 to the man who average 40, much less to the 30 yard average man. I don't think we realize the world of difference between a man who averaging at the 50s and a man who averaging at the 30s. You mustn't compare them in nothing at all. Anyway, Jason Royalty joins us.
Oh, we're taking a few text messages.
Oh, we are taking some text now.
All right, those are brought to you by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
Text message.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
All right, from Shatu could not get, instead of dot balls, singles or twos. I know he has no sporting sense. One of you read over one or write, people, so that we can understand what I said. What is now? Neither Viv nor Richardson was as good a hooker as Gordon Greenidge. This is Kenny Rogers. Kenny Rogers, that's not true. Greenidge was the better cutter of the ball, but not the same stamp as a hooker. Don't do that. Although I tell you something about Gordon Greenidge now, and I've heard Ian Chappell say it. Viv's personality was of such that sometime when Viv combat with Greenidge went into his shell.
Oh.
Viv was that kind of character. I think Gordon Greenidge didn't even know how good Gordon Greenidge was, So when him and he the bat, he was the aggressor. Take on the ball, and the minute Viv come, quite often Greenidge went into his shell. Now compare them. But Greenidge was bad. Orville, just because you're not affected by racial chants, it doesn't mean others aren't. This is something you don't understand. Everyone is not like you. Just because these persons are well paid, it doesn't mean they don't have feelings and get affected by things different from you. Rich people commit suicide, so money is not all in this world. But again, this is something you don't understand. All right, Two-Face from Kingston, I don't understand. All right, I don't understand. Not even going to argue. Which other one is there now? Lawrence Rowe was the darling of the Bajan crowd until Carl Hooper arrived. Not even a Bajan used to get the recognition like him. All right, so we're not even going to argue who Bajan like, because one with what that now? Which one? Oh, Zidane is embarrassing. Read his Liverpool guest. He rubbished CC, the caller, for saying France would not make it out the World Cup group, saying no top analysts would say such rubbish. Now listen to him gloat over the Liverpool guest. Not over yet, by the way. Liverpool can still make the top four.
But hold on, let me say something.
Yeah.
But France made it to the final. So I was right to rubbish CC for saying France not make it through the group. And I was right to say Liverpool would not be automatically in the top four. This man, you should be embarrassed, my boss. All right. Brought to you by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints. All right, we'll go to Jason Royalty.
Yeah, man. Friends, bro.
Yeah,
you are going Royalty.
Yeah, man. Me just can't congratulate Pepina. Yeah, man. A wonderful.
Oh, Man City for winning the title again.
Yeah, man. And Arsenal for finishing second. Because that's a brilliant achievement,
Yeah, many persons had them hovering around fourth or fifth.
Yeah, man.
Yes,
Before the squad. Fourth or fifth or sixth with the Arsenal.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. So it's a brilliant achievement. Because this Man City team, is a world team,
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. If we can go.
They went on what seemed to be their usual late run when they just win double figures in terms of games in a row.
Yeah, man, a big side, this man. I must go to the Barcelona team, let me say. The man could have rival the team, because this team have everything in every position.
Yeah.
World class keeper to world class striker, world class winger.
Well, they go. You know what is intriguing about the final now? They are under massive pressure to deliver. The pressure now because you're not playing Chelsea, you're not playing Madrid, you're not playing Barcelona, you're not playing Bayern Munich. We're not disrespecting Inter, but Inter has been around in this situation for quite a while now. You just cannot win this now.
Right.
Yes.
All things being equal, man, they should win, but you know, and wait, we know football no play, so
here you go.
Man. Inter can turn up big and they look at all these things. Yeah,
Lukaku came off the bench and I wonder why they didn't start him though. Lukaku is one of my favorite ball I know.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
big striker.
I don't think he gets the kind of credit that him deserve, but
True. I don't know why.
a decent baller, man.
I think Zeko is down there and Martinez, the Argentina striker.
Oh, so that's why I'm never start.
Yeah.
Oh.
But look how come they can't check over far.
But City are going to win the game, man.
Yeah, yeah. I think we equal City should win,
Yeah.
I win by a huge margin to 3-0, 3-1, me I call it for.
Yeah, before they have a little matter of the FA Cup final against Manchester United. That's a big Manchester derby. Yeah, they want the treble.
Yeah, man, I see trouble too, man. I see trouble.
Hold on, there's a bridge on the play for is Alvarez. Alvarez are the Argentine.
Yes, Julian Alvarez.
Alvarez would have won the World Cup, can win the league.
That's won the league.
The Champions Cup and the FA Cup. He could end up with 4 titles within the same season.
Yes.
Has that ever been done?
I can't recall somebody winning the treble and winning the World Cup in the same. No, I can't recall.
So what do you think about that? Him win the World Cup and win 3 club titles. Same year.
Yeah, I can't remember anybody doing that. The 3 major titles that you compete for.
But that team win title for me still, I think that players now. So
no, all right, fine. But
he's very fortunate to be seen to be good enough to be a part of 2.
A side will win World Cup and then win all of the
he's a good looker baller, man. He's a good looker player.
Yes, man. But that's fortunate being fortunate, really, because he's at the mainstay and
that is fair.
Yeah, all right, fair enough.
Yeah, man. So so go and do good work, man.
All right,
big up the JS Royalty.
All right, cool.
Yeah, man.
I want to shout out to the early bird ballers from Manchester, Yeah, man.
All right.
Always got the same program.
All right, big up.
Yeah.
All right, Highgate, what we say about Maradona we never like? What did we say about Kevin De Bruyne or Maradona we never like? Oh, you think Kevin De Bruyne should be Premier League Player of the Year?
No, for a reason. Zidane had a credibility when it comes to Liverpool. Which again, if you view this show, Zidane say,
yeah,
anything will drink my boy.
Anything will drink my boy.
Yo, what a wicked man, brother.
But no matter who said it, my boss. At the time when Zidane said it, I wonder if Zidane lose his mind. Because most of us had felt it was automatic that Liverpool would be in the top 4. So,
it
no matter who said it, man.
Liverpool will lead 3 every 5 minutes left on the clock. Zidane, I tell us, Liverpool still going to
Nobody bad man for me great prediction.
Not half for the club.
But I great for me great prediction.
Liverpool. Listen, I say, when Zidane said Liverpool now come in top 4.
No, he said it was automatic.
It's automatic. A month before Zidane made a statement there, Liverpool come the closest to a quadruple than
but I am a genius, my boss, at analyzing sports.
No man, but I get you can't analyze it.
Yes.
It no matter hold on, I get. As a matter of fact, the fact that Liverpool did so well last year makes the prediction
even greater.
Zidane, like I said, Zidane, you don't understand the bias. Zidane have to
I never know you're bad man, I get.
But CC make more sense. You know why CC make more sense?
Yeah.
Because CC, tell me about this France thing, I'm going to say CC, leave it alone. Because outside that O2 Brazil, there's from 06 go up, every winner of the World Cup, Italy 06, Spain, all of them, when they win a World Cup, Germany. The following World Cup, all them talk about that.
Yeah, but you don't analyze sport like that. Germany now nothing to do with France, my boss.
Can I see?
No, I'm saying you have to look at the different dynamics, my boss.
Automatic, but you talk, you never have nothing to go.
But didn't I correct CC? I tell him that is rubbish, my boss.
So why you think Zidane said that?
I don't understand Highgate.
So Liverpool were not automatic.
I just feel regular.
Why would I put my credibility on the line? Because if me never mean what I say, I don't understand. No, sir. I stuck. I stuck to my gun.
You're not reason now.
You're clutching at straws, I get.
No, but did I know that the first time I expose him with it?
No, you can't expose me. I'm going to get the prediction right.
For that, boss. You say again to better. Zidane shall push the script here.
No, I want to tell you, even if him did tell me, if that
you want to say it? There you go.
that may try make you know.
Yeah.
Hold the line.
Hold the line, I get. We're coming back.
Big things I've won on my exit.
Big discount for the civil servants.
Big things I've won on my exit.
Over Excel cause it important. Government work are you significant.
Nurses, teachers, firemen, police, all civil servants. Big things are happening at Excel Auto Parts. 50% discount on all your Toyota, Nissan, Mitsubishi, Honda, Mazda, Suzuki, and Subaru parts. Excel Auto, your auto parts hub. 95.5 Agni Park Road, Kingston 10. Telephone 923-2356
or 426-1769. Turn your passion into winnings with JustBet. Watch your favorite international leagues and tournaments and get in the game with JustBet. We have the best odds on over 100 sports: football, basketball, boxing, rugby, motorsports, even virtual matches. Register on the JustBet mobile platform, mobile.justbetja.com, or visit one of our over 100 JustBet locations island-wide. What are you waiting for? Get in the game and win big with JustBet.
What's up, Sports Desk Massive? It's the new and improved. What you say? Can't stop to make a call? Well, you can still add your 2 cents by sending in WhatsApp messages or voice notes to 876-828-0925. What you say? During the Sports Desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m. Sponsored by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
This is your television and radio preacher, Bishop Dr. G.G. Cooper, asking you to join me on KLAS Omega Radio 89.1, 89.9 every Sunday at 6 p.m. for revival time. Enjoy 60 minutes of old-fashioned, Holy Ghost anointed, yoke-destroying, burden-removing praise celebration.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, back with your high gate.
All right, 2 quick things. Fun for the end first. First thing first, we feel like Fernando found decent marker.
Who?
Fernando. Remember, we just started thinking the kids together at one of them, Carlton, School, them, Ireland, and them. You know, the new wave of English talent.
Yes.
Gabby did fall at the category when I'm come up, you know. You see, before City by him, I think that's 2 years straight, or probably a year before them by him. In the Aston Villa player of the year. And the second point on that is that.
Let me ask that question. I'm going to put the context to it. Could he make this Liverpool team?
Them?
Yes.
Why not?
Be fair, Heige. Could he start regularly on this Liverpool team?
No, I couldn't start regularly.
So they say Liverpool, Klopp is making blood out of stone with these Liverpool players. That's the narrative. So all I'm doing is pointing out an example of a player who you recall somebody who the coach I use and I get the result and make blood out of stone. That's all I was doing. So yes, if you want to say Fabian Delph is a decent footballer, well, I can say a lot of Liverpool players over here no good are decent players as well.
We can also add context to that. Yeah, if Fabian Delph can make the Liverpool team, no. I'm going to say no. But initially, when them same set of players did just time, if they ask me then, would I say yes? That reality is it. Even though all traces, because my main on them. Even though right to say, Klopp make blood up for me when I come in, but never know him. Robert's ordinary, Anderson ordinary, Salah.
Anderson ordinary, Anderson play so much game for England.
Over the years, you get them ordinary, you know.
No. The man was an established Premier League player before him got Liverpool, my boss, and play for England. What do you mean him ordinary? Nobody with that. A good player, man. John Hennessy is a good footballer.
John Hennessy is an established player. But Fabian Delph voted player this season 2 times for Aston Villa. I met the England before he was an established English player.
No, sir.
The second point is, if you look at the most dominant team them in the recent times, they have Paris, Inter, Barca, Madrid. All of them necessarily have 11 superstars. For the most part, them have like 7 to 8 world-class players, and then mix that with 1 or 2 average man. So,
so Gravel is an elite player now?
Gravel?
Yeah.
Upon signing, since that time when I bet English prospect.
No, man. I don't ask you what you think. I ask you about prospect. I ask you what I get opinion. John Gravel.
No more John Gravel.
You don't say the man never good, my boss?
Because upon signing, when we signed John Stones, we signed the best young English defender. Yes, it's for record team early.
Yes.
In the government come together and form back Stone and some good with him.
Good. All right. Laporte, I don't know, superstar footballer.
A big defender.
No, me never asked him. He was a superstar player.
When he just signed?
Can't get in the French national team.
No, that's at the buyer.
Oh, he play regularly for Spain.
At that time, in the bar of the city, while Kurt Zuma and a trash at Everton, and Kurt Zuma directly team.
No, the point I'm making, when you compare the two centre halves that I just named, Liverpool would have had better centre halves over the clock period when they dominate the ball.
No, not really. I just want Van Dijk.
No man, Matip, Gomez, and Kanate better than the two we just mentioned.
Matip never come in the reputation when the City defender.
But him better, no man, when he come in better than Gravel.
Gomez that will never right back.
Man, Gomez, before Gomez got the major injury, you know, he was playing excellently at centre half, you know, my boss. Remember, you know? Yes, man.
Awesome. Well, lastly, if I ask you over in the Ballon d'Or, I go reluctantly tell the early Alan.
Yes.
And the reason I go reluctantly tell the early Alan, people blinded by numbers. In a recent years, Mrs. Super Lewandowski, Super Suarez, Super Benzema, when you see them man at their business, you know, don't feel like all the man at a scoreboard. You get the feeling feel the man is best player in the era, best player on the pitch. Even if Alan get the numbers there, majority is City game then. When the game done, if you ask yourself, or somebody ask you think Alan that best player on the field? You don't say no. But the numbers so terrific.
Yes.
And secondly, the numbers so terrific. And secondly, Mane, Salah, KD, Neymar, Messi, Mbappe, everybody take a season off. So you just have to hand the Ballon d'Or early on.
Yeah, especially
really ask me,
especially City go on to win.
Player the most, like me no watch early on and say, oh my God, he's the best player on the pitch. No, my best go score on the pitch. You get what I'm saying? And if you look for last year, when I see Benzema out in business of La Liga, when you see him in a round of 16, quarterfinal, semifinalist, you just know, you just say, oh, Benzema. But
here is the question.
I know this question was coming.
Yeah. Are the others doing their job
as well as
any better than the way he does his? Well, sir, that question the bully has like the last one.
Relax.
All right.
The answer is simply no. But I'm not answering, but I give a small explanation because I know I need to go now. Him doing job. Hurricane do just as he have better numbers than Hurricane, but Hurricane have excellent season as well. But what I said Hurricane apart from Holland is that so my time in a game there. So many someone about Rudiger was long Holland. And Rudiger alone I think game.
No, but no more you answer the question. You know, did Erling Haaland did his job?
He can pass, he has a skill, he makes 20 touches in an entire game, score 2 goals. I mean, Hurricane is a far better football player than Haaland.
All right,
the numbers are blinding.
You're going to answer the question today, or you're going to answer it next week, maybe.
No, which question? Yes, he's doing his job.
No, that's not the question.
Yeah.
The question is, did Erling Haaland did his job better than anybody else did their job in the English Premier League this year? Arguably.
And as I said here earlier, it just so happened that De Bruyne, Salah, Mane, Mbappe, everybody just have been
Then hold on, my boss. Is the answer to the question yes?
But I'm going to give my Ballon d'Or, brother. I said that. Brother.
Oh God, man. So you agree that he did his job better? So you agree that Erling Haaland did his job better than anybody else did theirs?
But me can argue if Hurricane never let us say in a probably same numbers or more.
You know what to say? I me ask you the question 5 times and I can't get a definite yes.
Me not have your answer you want. Go on alone. Big up on
the No, not break it.
Rallington Town.
Hello?
Yes,
yeah, man.
Yes, man.
What's
up?
What happened there?
Yes, I'm here, Rallington Town.
Yeah, man. Orville.
Yeah, what go?
No, I was listening a while ago, but you know, I don't understand some of your callers.
What about it?
They keep calling these names around Viv Richards.
Hey, Rooney
Let
has.
me tell you
Go ahead, Jano.
I was going through an article of the summer of 1976 with Viv Richards. The man them said the first time the man landed at Trent, and Viv was explaining why he does so well against England. The first time the man them opened the gates at Trent Bridge, you know, is 236. Them say, you know. The English writers said that after that innings, the crowds that cheered on Viv around England was a different set of people.
Rallington, I go and say, you see anybody at all who says Carl Hooper is a better player of spin to Viv, I refuse to take you seriously on any cricket discussion after that. So if me upon a panel, is it? I'm here, one of the members of the panel says Hooper was a better player of spin than Viv. That man here should have been off the panel.
Listen, man.
If I had anything to do with it, God, that man didn't understand what.
The man averaged 62-36 in 36 tests, you know. 8 centuries and 2 doubles. You know. The English people, them said them never said nothing like that. Them said this man I do him for bad. But the way him hack is as if him run the whole show.
Yeah.
His presence make you feel like you know clutches. Isaac Vivian Richard.
It's one of the silliest things me ever hear in the history of the thing. You know.
Carl Hooper and them like a baby name, not supposed to.
Carl Hooper no one like a regular batsman with have 2 pretty cover drive, man.
Well, I'm 36 something.
He have some nice little cover drive, you know. And if you and Hooper, let me tell you what Hooper have. Where Viv them probably don't have. You see the ability to lick the ball down the ground with ease.
Well,
when you fly, Hooper can go down the ground and just like him play forward and go at the stands.
Yeah.
Viv I go lick you in the stand with brute force, do you know?
Brute force.
Viv I go lick you in the stand like him might take out some revenge against the ball.
And then when
but Carl Hooper like a pretty lofted shot, him play that once every 4 or 5 innings.
Yeah, exactly. You know, to be honest with you, you know, Carl Hooper him looked very good when he was batting. But he didn't have he couldn't stay at the wicket anytime. It was 102 tests in play, you know.
Yeah.
I average 36 something. It's not our fault.
Not special.
I mean, you know what? I mean, nobody not going to talk about that when
that is mercy, the man is a Carl Hooper.
Viv Richards changed the attitude of the English people when it come to West Indian. The West Indian treatment. Viv Richards, I don't know if for the next century, if you will hear people talk about anybody like Viv Richards in that summer in England, it was brutal. The man changed the approach, everything the man them do. Him damage it.
Yes, the man we are taught them to I expect the public are going to respect them. Because I understand them coming at me to prove a point. But people who understand cricket, really.
There is nothing in batting that Carl Hooper can do.
Hey, I can give you a quick little story after the break, Rallington.
Yes, man, go ahead.
I'm going to give you a quick little story.
All right.
This last 30 seconds.
Yeah, hold on, Tanto. We're coming back.
Paul, I need help with my vehicle cost this year, going through the roof. You think I should call Pete?
You're mad. Don't you want a system that easy for you?
Yeah, man.
You want the best price boat here too?
Yeah, man. I bet you want real-time alert and island-wide coverage. Yeah, man. So the smart choice is Hawkeye.
They will give you a free 30-day trial.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tell me something. You ever say anything but yeah, man?
Yeah, man.
Just say yeah, man to Hawk Tracker from Hawkeye. Call us at 926-HAWK. Conditions apply.
Here's great news for men 40 years or older with an NHF card. The PSA test for prostate cancer is now a new benefit. Use your NHF card and get a discount of $1,600 for one PSA test each year. Pay less for your PSA test and take charge of your health. Contact NHF for labs accepting NHF card for the PSA test. NHF is here for health. NHF is here for you.
A message from the National Health Fund.
BMO Auto Limited is having an end-of-month special on tires and windshields from May 24 to June 5. Free installation with every purchase. BMO Auto for new and used parts. Visit any of our locations in Kingston, Mandeville, and Santa Cruz. Call 876-618-2781. It's a massive tire and windshield special only at BMO Auto. BMO Auto, celebrating 20 years.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
Rollington Town. Let me give you a quick 30 seconds of the history. It's interesting that I call Uber 1999 when the Cricket World Cup was in England, eh?
Yeah.
CVM called me. Well, me did check Rowan. I said, Rowan, them little man the way you have on the TV analyze cricket. Them don't know better than me. You know? But he knew me as a radio man from Mandeville at the time. And the pressure Rowan till him say, all right, come analyze a one game. Me, you know, my brother who used to come from Ghana named Mark Sherland had a pretty Guyanese accent. He used to analyze cricket at CVM.
Yeah.
You know, you remember Aboriginal Raymond Sharp?
Yeah,
he died. Raymond Sharp was big journalist. So it was Rowan Daly as the moderator. Orville Higgins, brand new, first me a come on TV in my life. Mark Sherland, Raymond Sharp. Now Mark Sherland is Guyanese. And Carl Hooper did not play that World Cup. And Mark Sherland was waxing all kind of lyrical, oh, Carl Hooper is the greener. And my first comment on TV in my life, you know. Remember, this is my first time on television, you know. Rowan called me, you know. And I look, when come here, look, me not understand TV, but Rowan.
You look on Sherland.
Rowan introduced Sherland, introduced Sharp, and then him say, and then Mark Sherland, go on about Carl Hooper. And then me put up my hand to Rowan and said, give me a chance for answer. And Rowan nodded him head and said, you may go now. When me look at my face, me I step on the TV them, so me know, so me dep on the thing now. And my first ever words on TV was, I think Mr. Sherland is overrating the impact that Carl Hooper is to West Indies cricket. And Rowan I shut me down because Rowan realized he had the great Mark Sherland me I take on now. And when I pointed out the figures and what he was doing, Rowan said, Higgins, you want to come analyze the next game? And then I ended up analyzing the whole 99 World Cup, you know. Them not pay me all now. But then they offered me a job.
Yeah, your boss, yeah.
It is interesting that I've been arguing Carl Hooper's lack of the perceived quality for 20 odd years. And the first thing I do on TV, I talk about Carl Hooper. And 23 years after that, I still have to talk to Carl Hooper, no special.
I personally would have loved to see Carl Hooper hang around at the wicket long enough to create some kind of impression.
But you know, hey, Carl Hooper has said publicly, you know,
yes,
that he used to only try make runs when them are drop him, you know.
Yeah.
He said it, you know, him say him go out there and him scratch a few and if him out and nothing. Him say him will only try to get a score when him game the on the line.
Yeah, man, he said it, man.
And I tell the man don't want to compare with Favorite Charles, my boy. He said it, the man admits him never used to go out there go try go do nothing.
You remember when Patterson get him down at Sabina Park?
Yes, man.
Where come back from him outside of the half stump.
I didn't see the game. I was listening to the comments. When we ball out Ghana for like 40 or 50.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember the game.
You know, I mean, it was a real good ball. Nobody you can't kill him for that. Because, you know, that ball would have get anybody.
All right. Make we leave it.
There's no comparison.
No, man, it's a joke.
All right, Rollington.
Yes, gentlemen.
You know, me yet to hear anybody agree with Rudy on that topic again.
Nobody who understands cricket. Them, even if them tell him personally, them not going to call the radio. We can't tell Rooney that. All right, so we have correction.
Correction, the correct one.
Yeah.
Yes, man. We don't get it right all the time, but
No.
we get it right most of the time.
All right.
Yes, Mr. Higgins.
Yes.
Come to talk some sports.
Yes, man.
Yeah, man. The other man can put in soda and use the next 5 minutes to change him diapers.
No,
all right.
Why you not be
Yeah,
yourself, man?
Yeah, me know. Yeah, me know, Mr. Higgins.
Yeah.
You know, say, the other day, I call Tracy program. Same morning, me dig up a little thing, you know. After the big broom take out, don't get take out the big broom and sweep with the so-called kick, the imitation kick, get sweep with. I'm send you a message along with the other man. Now calling you. I'm say, don't feel so bad. It was just mustering still. So I feel so bad because him alone get sweep. The big man gets sweep too. I'm send the stats stating when Jordan was swept, who he was swept by, and what year it was. And that it was the second year of Jordan playing in the NBA. You understand?
And at that time, it was 5 games as opposed to 7, you know.
Right.
So when
for the
first round, where he got swept. So he never got 4 love. He got 3 love twice.
Right.
Back-to-back years,
Good.
88, 89.
Right. You understand what I say?
Yeah.
Now, if some first people that honest, when they call yesterday, they would have point out all of them little thing there. But it's if you score some little cheap points, some little man just make some man come and rant. You understand? But now if you understand, say if a man have credit, him can't get credit. So, boom, make we talk some sports now. Yeah? All right. Now, basketball. Tonight, how you call it?
Boston.
Boston tonight.
Yes.
How you call it series?
No, check me one game at a time. So after tonight, if there's a next game, you tell me. You call me. But me I go with Boston tonight.
Yeah, you are going to Boston tonight.
Yes, sir.
All right, I hear you. But Boston series over still, you know. Boston series over. They might scrape tonight. You know, but if them scrape tonight, Miami now make them go back to Miami go win, brother. Right. Now go on.
Let me see how we game look tonight, and then I'll tell you.
All right. One more thing. The great Melo Anthony. Has called it. Yes, has called it time.
Yeah.
You know, one of the greatest scorers, you know, the game will ever see in his heyday. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The man who chose the bag instead of the ring. You get me? And then, you know, the enemy tried to chase the ring when he was off market. Yeah. But that's how it goes. You understand? You make a decision, you have to stick with and live with them. You get me? So he'll go down as one of those who, you know, in his heyday was the best among them, but, you know, never to taste glory.
Right, big up Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah, man. Man.
All right. You know, there's an interesting story about Carmelo Anthony where the plan was for Carmelo, Dwayne Wade, and LeBron James to go to Miami, but him go sign the extension and sign a 5-year deal, so him couldn't go again. So that's why Bash came in. So him no get the chance win, no real chance winning the ring. So him choose the bag for you. All right. Who we have now in there? Oster Hoyt.
Is that I named Diego?
Yes, it's Diego.
New York.
Yes, great one.
Diego.
My time is so short that I won't even touch the Carmelo.
You didn't want to hear about Carmelo.
You know, they're thinking about retiring the man, no man. And after the fans, they say, "Can this man go Denver, man? This man for retire at Denver."
No, here's the interesting thing now about Denver. Nikola Jokic dons the number 15 jersey. So, can you retire 2 number 15? I never see them retire. So you mean a problem? You mean a problem with Denver?
Well, anyway, you know, Orville. Me see, one thing about you in Orville, you love beat, but when the beating come, you have to take it to, you know. Come see, you beat Rooney.
Yeah.
So you're not going to talk cricket to that man. But I'm going to tell you now, when I hear a radio host telling me that he doesn't know, or telling the nation that he doesn't know what a pick and roll is in basketball, I refuse to talk basketball with you.
When me did say me not know?
You don't know.
Did I say I don't know?
Let me move on. Because we don't want to choose you or nothing, and then it will vex you.
No, sir.
So when you ask the question, you never say you don't know. What did you say?
I don't even remember what I said. But I know
you
what
don't remember the question. Or you gonna say you never say you don't know.
No, but to say I don't know, me don't remember if I said that. But for what it's worth, looking at about
the question,
when he know now. Him know now.
Zidane, put him to rest.
No, him say never know, man. Him say never know. When Diego Jr. asked him, but he knows now.
So when Zidane said, so you go question Zidane now too?
But he knows now.
I didn't know what a pick and roll was.
At the time,
did I not know, or I wasn't able to define it? But when I watch basketball, I know what the teams do in defense and attack. But what?
Again, no, Orville. You and Zidane deal with that because Zidane confirmed when I said, so we're moving on. No, but you only have 4 hours to do that.
No, it's 3 hours, but what?
And 3 hours and lunch and dinner and link up. So I remember see with my 5 minutes so much. Orville, you're the best again, you know.
What do I do?
That's why you're going to have problems with callers like Diego, Pioneer, Southie, management stuff. Because we're going to put it to the test when they try. The tricky way of using fancy words to evade and create parameters. Me, I'm going to ask you, Viv or Lara, who's a better batsman? You know what Orville answer was? 0 to 50 Viv, 50 to 100 Lara. So I'm going to ask you now, who's a better batsman from 0 to 100?
But it's a difficult call. It's a very difficult.
Godfather. That's why you have to understand when you have callers like we, the elites. You don't vex you when you put it to test.
No.
Because the public love and the listeners love when we put it to test. This is just a test.
If me have to shut my eye and pick one, I'd probably go with Brad.
Why? You know, you tell me for good reasons. You know.
Because
What's
I think Viv Richards was helped by the fact that him never had to face the best bowling that the world had to offer when him a play. And I think the fact that Viv had so many other high quality around him made his job a little bit easier.
Okay, so
if I had to shut my eye, I'd go with Brian. But it's a
so no problem, man.
So when the man them call by a nose, Brian by a nose.
Yeah, man, when the averages are close, you work with Diego and others. You look at other factors like opposition or bowling and them things there.
Yeah.
No problem. But our thing now, the cricket with Devon Thomas.
Yeah.
Because I listened to a man and Rick. No, what was he saying? I seen brought in the great Jamaican batsman, Marlon. What was the connection between Marlon?
He was just making mention that he was just making mention that Marlon was found guilty and have some ban against him. But Orville made the point that he's retired. So
after that 2 year that he got
Marlon did serve the ban. No, he did it 2 years.
No, man, but there was another case.
There's another case. There's another case
that about 2 years ago.
No, you have forgotten about the case now, Orville.
Yeah, man, about 2 years ago.
The only case I know about is the one
from 2011.
What was it? IP, yes.
No, man, about 2 years ago, the ICC came out and said that they had some match fixing allegations against him.
And he must come to tribunal and all that.
Yeah, but because he's retired.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So there was a second case.
So that was just words, and there was no finding then.
No, because I don't. The point is, Marlon is no longer in cricket.
Yeah. So because he didn't turn up to any hearing, I think they said they banned him.
Basically, you're going to just ban him, but you can't. But how do you ban a man who not play?
So what was the accusation now? Because I know the other one about as you know, the other one everybody knows about where there was some conversation
with a man named
and didn't remove
Kushkar. Let's come back after the break and wrap this.
MacChem for all your power products, silicones, epoxies, protective beautifier, and coolant. Available at Parts or Lot and other leading automotive stores and hardware. Visit us at Palmer's Cross, Maypen, Clarendon. Telephone 876-563-6076 or 876-774-0492. WhatsApp 876-563-6076.
AnyBet now offers a third easy, secure, and convenient top-up option for your betting account. Top up wherever, whenever, using your Visa, debit, credit, or MasterCard free of charge to continue gaming. That's right, free of charge. Other top-up options include store deposit and bank transfer. Visit our website for more details. AnyBet reminds you to bet responsibly.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
With so much to do in one location, make Mega Mart your one-stop shop. Pick up your groceries and houseware needs, grab a bite and pay some bills, fill your prescriptions and see the beauty products in our pharmacy, all in one amazing location. My Mega Mart, the best value by far.
My Mega Mart, best value by far.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, Diego.
Yeah, Orville, because this is where you communicate. You know, Marlon is like Michael, one of my special.
Yeah, man, Marlon had said on this program
what
that
was this case about 3 years
all
ago?
right, so let me read quickly. Marlon Samuel, the International Cricket Council announced that it had charged the 40-year-old on behalf of the Emirates Cricket Board with the alleged offenses occurring during the T10 League held in the United Arab Emirates in 2019. Samuels has been accused of failing to disclose receiving a gift or benefit in circumstances that could bring the participant or the sport of cricket into disrepute, failing to disclose receipt of hospitality worth £750 or more, failing to cooperate with an investigation, and obstructing said investigation by concealing information that may have been relevant. Samuels was informed of the charges on Tuesday, September 21. So this was in 2021 when the story came out.
All right, so we don't know, so there was no investigation to say he's guilty or not then.
He did.
Nobody decided to investigate because you can be accused of
My understanding is that there was no case. So I don't know that he followed it up. By then he was basically retired from cricket.
Got you.
All right.
And hasn't played any cricket since then.
All right, great one. Leave it there. Big up.
Say no more. Say no more. Yeah.
All right. Who's this? Pioneer?
Hello? Yeah, man, what are you doing?
Yes, Pioneer.
I want to remind Diego, say, not only did I don't know what a pick and roll is. I remember one, we were having a conversation. And I said, just give the best player in the business who play pick and roll in the business, but none of that.
Give me the best team. Give me the best players.
Yeah, man, but as we see, now basketball, it doesn't always work like that. And I'm sure that since you made that statement, you have also learned a lot. Another erroneous.
No, I still believe, say, give me the best players, I may have the best chance to win.
You just have to say your best chance now. Anyway,
there's no guarantee. Nothing.
Another erroneous statement that you made that I'm hoping that you would have stepped back from by now is that game day coaching in basketball is overrated.
I think it is.
You know how bramble that is in a sport. Zidane, imagine this, Zidane, in a sport.
Game day coaching in all sports is overrated, including basketball.
In a sport, Zidane, that you see a thing like a timeout.
By the way, before we go there, what percentage do you give game day coaching to winning a game?
It varies from game to game. It depends.
Generally, give me generally.
Yeah, brother, we're not going to do a general percentage.
Well,
as I said, the big point is in a game that you see a coach taking 6 and 7 timeouts, 8 timeouts in a game. Saying you're going to say that is overrated. A coach, his team is being down, the opponent on a run, and the coach takes a timeout to try and break the run. How could you say that something like that is overrated?
I believe that ultimately. But Pioneer, you say, Frank, you're not give me a percentage. Then probably you not overrated it, you know.
When we have seen coaches like Dak Rivers and others who have refused to take timeout, and them teams just get blown out for the coach and people beat them feet.
When you are going to sit down to determine who will win a basketball game, you don't think about coaches on the day.
No, man.
And I'm going to prove that to you. Who is going to win in Boston tonight?
I'm not reveal my picks.
Oh, you're not revealing.
We're in a competition.
Oh, you're not a competition.
Yeah, we have a key.
But I guarantee you that whoever you think will win the game,
coaching will be a big factor tonight.
You believe that who will win the, but you have already.
I think coaching in this series.
But you not get the point I'm trying to make. You know?
Yeah, wait a second.
Whoever you think will win the game, you have come to that decision before the game even starts.
Coaching in this series, I think Boston is a far more talented team, and I think coaching has made a big difference in this series.
Yeah, I think so as well.
So you think if
I switch to coach them around for this series?
So who will? No, but I will want him tell me who is going to win game 5. Because
may I keep that close to me?
well, me can't put you in the witness stand after you can't. What's the secret?
There seems to be something that is, making the rounds in the American media.
The LeBron James trade to Golden State?
Yeah, man.
A joke thing that, man.
No, man. Everybody to see everything said that it have traction.
Well, I see some big sports program with it. I was surprised.
Everybody is discussing it.
They're saying Poole, Kuminga, Moody for LeBron James.
But brother, all right, I'm sure something that has happened in every team that LeBron has. Teams have mortgaged their futures for LeBron James. See, and we are seeing now where Sons are doing for Kevin. That Sons did it recently for Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
Teams have mortgaged their futures to play for LeBron James, and when him leave, seeing them left in a shambles. Now, Moody and Kuminga for me is two very bright young players.
Yes, I agree. They have great upside for me as well.
I would not mortgage my future.
For a 1 year, man.
1 year.
One year.
Man.
Yeah.
Because I think LeBron has maximum 1 good year.
I agree with that.
People will argue that Steph probably have another 3 years based on how he play. And Draymond.
And maybe even not. So that's why you would usually mortgage the future. Indeed. Because LeBron will give 1 more good year maybe. And Steph maybe have 2 more years in him.
But it seems to be getting a lot of traction and based on LeBron's
utterances.
Reaction and utterances after the tweet. People think we see
it seemed to me, Pioneer, that LeBron James is keen on getting Kyrie Irving to come to LA. But there was a report from the Los Angeles Lakers that they are not interested in Kyrie Irving at all.
Because I'm behavior.
Yeah, so maybe that's where the problem is.
Yeah,
LeBron wanted Kyrie when he was leaving Nets,
But importantly, also, if you can't get Kyrie or another point guard of that repute.
If he gets Kyrie, who would have to go?
Russell, for sure.
Them probably trade
sign and trade with Russell, yeah.
Yeah, deal and them probably include a pick and probably somebody. Them probably have to show in Hachimura.
No.
Them probably want to keep Reeves. Them probably try to show in Hachimura. And because them wouldn't do Dallas wouldn't do a straight up trade with
no.
D'Lo. So them not for a straight.
So what about Beasley? Beasley's out of contract as well. I think
but how much of a difference would that make? Dallas will be looking for players who can be a difference maker, who can play around local.
Well, okay.
But important is that where this argument will get a lot of traction. See? If LeBron cannot get the Lakers to make the moves so him thinks that would help him to win.
Yes.
LeBron now want to make sure they want to play out him last year. In a winning situation.
Yeah.
Him not go Golden State.
Why you think so? No. You never say nothing in prime anymore, so it wouldn't look.
No, man, him not.
What would be the drawback of it?
Then again, I remember one time he was asked about playing with Steph Curry, and
he wasn't asking. He was asked which player would love, and
him said Steph Curry. Yes, yeah. So probably enough to be completely ruled out.
Yeah.
The American media, and there's a little version who them said behind the scenes. And he is a man who kind of come out with the whole thing, and people are saying based on.
Hold on, is when him not still have 1 year on him contract?
Yeah, man, he has 1 more year left.
So you have to have about 1 year after the next year?
No, it will be a trade.
Oh, it will be a trade. Oh,
yeah, man. Because I mean, if he marks a trade from the Lakers, why would they want to hold on to him if he's not in the frame of mind?
Yeah, it wouldn't make any sense.
I think that with the players that he have now, considering everything that is happening in the West.
Hey, with the defense that LeBron James played this season, the playoffs in the Pioneer, couldn't lose it.
I think LeBron will go if Draymond Green is not there. The two of them now.
Why not? Why not?
For some reason, I think them feel if them have Draymond, they don't need it.
The man that virgin, brother. Draymond.
I know.
The man they actually.
Or they might get rid of Looney.
No, sir.
Well, too much gymnastics have got for that.
It's a simple trade.
They have the young pieces.
As Zidane just the 3 players that they just suggested, I'm sure that the Lakers will give that something.
Yes.
Poole is showing, and if they want, Zidane, they could switch Poole for Clay, because Clay, Lakers had shown interest in Clay Thompson at one point.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would rather Clay now.
No, I think they would rather Poole now, because Poole can give you 20 points per game for the next 5 years. He have that potential.
And he's a younger player.
Yeah.
Understand? But I would not totally rule it out. Would I like it for the Warriors? I'm not sure I like it.
All right.
I think it's a team to keep them young assets and build for the future.
Yeah, man.
All right, fine. One more.
Big up. All right.
Wayne from Port. Bringing up the ankle leg.
Yeah, man. All right.
Turn on the radio now, brother. We don't know the drill right now. Hello? Hello?
Yeah, John Wayne here.
Oh, it's John Wayne.
Yeah, John Wayne.
Oh, you do John Wayne?
Yeah, what I go on now? Good afternoon, Zidane and Orville. What I go on?
But there, John Wayne.
Hey, me I tell us that Orville, that I'm fine, you know. They tell me, say, City win already, and we win already for true.
Huh?
Orville, me say other day when me call, they tell me, say, City win already. They win the league already.
Oh, I said that?
Yeah, they did tell me that.
Well, I mean, they remember what I said from what I said.
Eh?
Sometimes I can't even remember what I said yesterday, much less a week ago.
And I yesterday, the other day.
Okay.
Yeah, you did say that, man. They said we City win the league already. I mean, they said no, they don't win it.
They no obvious thing that, man. I mean, clear says City the gun with this thing, man.
Yeah. They don't tell me, man, but me they say no, I must, you know.
Yeah.
But Arsenal gonna lose that, so me say, yeah, he gone.
You're an Arsenal man?
Oh man, I'm a City man.
Well, City never have to play again when Arsenal lose the game. You know?
Yes.
No, they don't have to play again. That's the bench five players, you know.
Yeah.
That's a 9 changes, you know, making. Those 2 players ever play Real Madrid, in play Akanji and Kyle Walker.
Yes.
Yes, a man in my bench, man, and then still come dominate the game and play good.
Yeah,
after a while, I see him make some change to put on Holland and then a couple man. I wonder why he do it. I wonder why he takes to that.
You want to keep them sharp. You don't want to keep them out completely. But you
mind
don't
when they tell me. Yeah, my mind when they tell me that. I try to keep them sharp. Because next match. So you think they're going to the next match?
When it depends on when it's the FA Cup final. If the FA Cup final is 2 weeks away, you might just play them and make them cruise through that game and take it easy.
Benchman same here.
No, man, you got to play them. If the FA Cup is the following week, then Impact maybe just cancel.
Yeah. Okay. Then you not think they're not injury going?
No, man, you can't prevent if you go injury, you go injury. Yeah.
So if you play Alan and Zidane.
In the last game, yeah, man. If maybe not the Bryan, but
I wouldn't play neither Hall. No, not all, man. You're mad, man.
True.
You want to put
Haaland. You know, play Alvarez or one of them.
Rest them for both finals. Fair enough. Rest them for both finals. Men cock up them foot.
I have food now, Maris. Them can't get a game. You know them,
Yeah. If you say to rest Alan and use Alvarez, the truth.
Phil Foden and Alvarez till the year of vice.
Because it would be disaster. It would be disastrous if they got a
Haaland. Hey, you remember one time Simon tell Walter Boy said don't make him see up on a bike and everything there.
Yeah.
They must put Haaland now a little enclosed space and nobody that must be wrapped up in cotton wool for the Champions League final. But you don't need him. You win the league already. Well, the man broke all the records. Well, he approved.
Yeah, you know,
you run him out for like 5 minutes. If you want,
the last time I got in the field, I believe a couple minutes in the Alan.
All right, win.
Yeah.
Out of time.
Foden, Alvarez, and Mahrez on the front line.
Yeah, true. All right, big up on yourself. Good on.
Leave it here.
I'll talk to you about little basketball next time.
All right, cool, great.
Yeah, man, bless up on yourself.
Indeed, bless up, Wayne.
Yeah,
all right, Wayne was the final caller there, and that's it for another day on the show. Big up to Oster Hoyt. Big up to Sean Grant, the producer. Big up to Nicholas Burford, who was in the technical chair at one point as well. Thanks to all the people to the time of the listeners. We appreciate it. And more important, the ones who call to the time of the call. Join us tomorrow. Same place, same time. We do it all over again. Until then, have yourselves a great afternoon.
That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m.